Hey, can y'all hear me? Hey, y'all. Hey, Shayna, Rachel, Monet, Pretty Diva, Lily, Teresa. Good afternoon. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me? Hey, Jessica, Beautiful Queen, Dion, Tamika, Missy. So anyway, I just hopped on just for a minute. You know how that go. Devon has me blocked. Why? Why Devon have you blocked? He has me blocked. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can, sis. Okay, thank you. Terry, who got you blocked? Girl, who got you blocked, child? Who got you blocked? They are going hard in his comments. Amor, let me tell you how messy people are. Someone on Bree Instagram Live, someone was on Bree Instagram Live and told her you were talking about her yesterday. Somebody told me that. Like, let me address that. Man, let me tell y'all something. I don't know why these people would think that I would come on here and talk about Brianna. They may have she may have some people that turned on her, for whatever the reason, money, blackmail, all that stuff. Y'all ain't got to worry about me turning on Brianna. Now I'm not gonna come on live and talk about Brianna every day because I'm trying to do something different, with my podcast. But Brianna has my support 1,000%. So if anybody listening, try a little harder because that's not gonna work. Y'all know I'm not about to talk about Brianna. So if y'all think that y'all can throw salt or do anything to make me flip, is not possible. I'm not flipping because I believe her. I'm one of the ones that actually do believe her. 100% I believe Brianna. So they can do whatever they want to do. But you know what I mean? No matter if I talk to Brianna or not, because like right now I'm not talking to Brianna. It's not that I'm not talking to her. She stopped talking to all of us. And she did it because, we kept on posting on the page and she felt like that was keeping things going. So she was like, y'all, I gotta back off, which is fine. I told her talk to her or not talking to her, I'm still gonna support her. I'm still gonna support her, but I'm a supporter without having to, bash who, the little freaking anyway. But that doesn't change my support, y'all. Just because I don't speak to Brianna and stuff like that, it does not change my support. Okay. She has my 100%, 1,000% support. Don't matter. Don't matter. And when she ready to come on the platform and tell her story, it will be available for her. But I understand she needs to get past all of this. She needs to get past all of this. And she will. She will get past it all. I see that people are sending him screenshots and stuff like that saying, "Oh, take this to your judge, take this to the judge." And he's like, "I will." He's entertaining it all. Like I said last night, the dude definitely wants to end her. And this is my thing. I just hope she sees it now. I hope she sees that he doesn't care about the co-parenting relationship. He doesn't care about the betterment of his daughter. He really cares about just ending her, period. And I just hope she sees that. And I absolutely hope she understands that. All right, I got you, honey. I hope she sees that he is not, thinking about her well-being, her other kids, or anything. He's thinking about himself and his fans. And you know what? I saw a comment, y'all. I wanna talk about. So I saw a comment that said, if he had did that to her, something about she wouldn't have took it light on him, and they would have done the same thing that he did. But the thing about that is, he knew about it for a month, almost two, and didn't do a thing, right? He only did something when they pressured to stop bashing her. That says a lot. You know what I mean? They pressured him to do it and he did it. He did not do that because something that he was going to do anyway. They told him, and Tamika can be a witness to this. They said, if you don't go press charges against her, we're bouncing. We're done. And that's why he did it, because he did not want them to be done. Hey, lady, how are you?
Hey Amara, how you doing?
I'm good, good. Hope you are.
I am. I cannot believe that this guy really took the mother of his child to court over
Yeah,
a picture that was shared.
yeah,
I
he
was
did.
married for 15 years to my kid's father, and in my younger years, I have done a lot of crazy crap, and even to him, and he would never, never want to see me in jail or take me from my children.
Yeah, that's what my husband said too. He said this looked bad for him. I said, why you say that? And he said, because they both did things to each other, right? And all the stuff that he's
Like,
done
let
to
me
her,
give
and
you
he
some
did
money for
this.
your
He said,
gun.
my husband said it. He said this looked bad for him, just bad.
It really does, and it's just like so disheartening,
Yeah,
and for the women that support him and encourage him to do this type of crap, it's crazy. Like, I mean, what business actually is it of theirs to even want him to do this, and then he continually hide his hand,
yes, he does.
because he supports these group of women that are bullying the woman of
Yeah,
his child, and she's still his wife.
yeah.
I need to stop. But anyway, I'm gonna get off. I don't got to car with my daughter, but I'll talk to you later, honey.
Okay, well, call me because we need to talk about that other thing.
Yes. All right, baby. Bye bye.
Okay, all right. Talk to you later. So Tamika says, if you ask me, they are both wrong and both are toxic. Both want to be right. Women never hold themselves accountable. What do you mean women never hold themselves accountable? How is she not holding herself accountable when she pled guilty? How is that not holding herself accountable? Please explain. How is she not holding herself accountable? Is she still in here? Women never hold themselves accountable. What? I was up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I saw Sweet Mom was on live on YouTube. Oh, that was a general statement, not about the jail thing. Oh, okay. How about she was sharing Brianna's Instagram live on her platform and giving her commentary along the way? The nerves. They bully his daughter too, and he hasn't addressed it at all. Has he wished his daughter happy birthday? Hey, Lauren. Making moves silence. She holds herself accountable. He's the one that doesn't. That's what I think, Lily. That's what I think. Of course, you're gonna believe her because she's paying out. Who she's paying? Jeanette. You really don't believe that, do you, sweetheart? She's paying. Please, who? Name one person that she's paying. She's not paying anybody, sweetheart. We're not doing this for money. Some of us don't need our rent paid. Some of us don't need car money, rent money. Some of us don't need grocery money, DoorDash money. Mm-mm. She's not paying us a dime. We did this because we support her, just like you guys did it because y'all support him. Is he paying y'all? Of course you're gonna believe her because she's paying out. I believe her because I know for a fact she's telling the truth. That's why I believe her. We always blame the man. I've never ever heard none of my friends or colleagues say I was wrong too. Oh, I guess that's a general statement again, but a lot of people have told Brianna she was wrong in some of the things that she's done. Hell, she even said she was wrong. I mean, that's accountability right there. She's even came on and said she was wrong. So no, he hasn't wished her a happy birthday. He's too busy trying to destroy her. Wow, that's crazy. All I'm saying, it take two to tango. Now, I do agree with you on that. It definitely take two. All the negative Nancy's in the building today. Hey, negative Nancy's. Hey, y'all. No, ma'am. He hasn't wished her birthday. Wow, that's crazy. Tamika McCain, what hasn't she been accountable for? He wished her happy birthday last night on his live, but wasn't exciting at all. Oh, did he? I told you these women delusional. Bree has taken accountability the entire time. She hasn't paid anyone on a dime, not one dime, not one. And that's on everything I know. Exactly, laughing my ass off. Better go over there for to all her ex friends. We good over here. Please believe. Exactly. Go get them. Hey, Spoken. He posted about his daughter's birthday about 12 minutes ago. Oh, okay. Okay. He thinks he's perfect. Girl, beyond perfect. That joker said he ain't never done nothing wrong. Ain't never told no lies. Ain't never put his hands on nobody. Ain't never drugged nobody. He's never done anything, honey. Everything he's done from the time that he met her until today, honey, has been 100% perfect, correct. And he made her all the money. He built her. He did everything, child. Everything, honey. And these women believe it. And he gonna keep on saying it. I did everything. I ain't do nothing wrong. That man ain't admitted not one thing he did wrong. Not one. He ain't even admitted to cussing. He said he ain't never cussed her out until she. Girl, let me. I don't even want to keep repeating myself, but y'all already know the deal. I feel at some point it's repetitive. You know what I'm saying? We saying things over and over and over again, and I don't want to be like them over there. They can keep on saying, repeating the same things. I don't even want to do that. She apologized to him multiple times. Yep, she did. But that's not what he wanted. That's not what he wanted. He didn't want no apology. He wanted her to take it all back. She went to jail. What more do they want? LOL. I thought they got what they wanted. No, they want to end her. They want her to slice her wrist, and she's not going to do it. She already said that ain't happening, so they can move around. If she paid anybody, they wouldn't be trying to blackmail her. Exactly. Exactly that point. Some people was in it for the money. I was never in it for the money. I told her that day one. Day freaking one. I don't want a dime from you. That's exactly what I said. She didn't offer me nothing, but I said I don't want no money whatsoever. That's not what I want. She too young for me to be asking for money. I don't see how these people, but some of these women are young. I guess I don't know. I don't see, but one of them is older that asked her for some money, and she was giving it, and she stopped, and she got mad. Hey, Dalisa. He hasn't taken accountability for shit. He is a god. Remember, this dude is delusional. Yeah, now he playing that God thing to a T, y'all. I mean, to a T. He said he was wrong for spoiling his wife. That's all he did wrong. Laughing my, yes, exactly. That part, adore. That part, adore. Or more when you're dealing with remedial people, they need repetition. Yeah, because that's all they do over and over and over again, over and over and over again. They also wanted her off social media, and it's not happening. They want her off social media so bad. I heard somebody say, "Hey, are y'all gonna email Mark and tell him that she was charged and this, that, and the other, and all this bull crap?" He showed the screenshot of her saying it's up after Moore's birthday, talking about she making more threats. It's on his story. If that's on his story, it's because he's so scared right now because the gag order has been removed, and I don't even know it was called gagged. It was whatever it was, right? But it's been removed, and he's just so afraid. Like, what else is she gonna say? The thing about it is, she's been recording him ever since 2018. He has absolutely no idea what she has on him, and that's what he's afraid of. That's why he's like, oh, she's making more threats and this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? And then here's the thing: his divorce attorney went in there. She's not even a criminal attorney, but she spoke on his behalf. Like he backwards, just totally backwards. I can't understand why these women are crazy to believe this ninja. Dude is reckless and hateful. The ditch he's digging, just he might just fall in himself. I say it like this. His time will definitely come. You know what I mean? I definitely think his time will come. But we're not going to pray on his time coming like the other team is. I don't want to do that. I know for a fact that when you do bad, bad comes back to you. So all I'm saying is his day will come. We don't have to pray for his day to come. We don't have to wish and hope his day will come. His day is going to come without our wishing, hoping, and praying. You best believe that. Kevin been emailing the entire time. Kevin been emailing who? The Facebook? Yeah. My question is, Bree said the other kid's dad beat her and sick dogs on the kids. She forgave him. So please explain why. Because God tell us to forgive. What do you mean, Tamika? Did you not go to church? That's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do. And guess what? Believe it or not, these two gonna get over it too. They got a whole child to take care of. That's what people do. Do you not have kids? Me and my daughter's father was at it for a while too. And we good. You know, understand what I'm saying? It took 3 years, but we good. We ain't, I mean, she grown now, but we was good until, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what happens. I don't understand. Like, do you not have children? Do you not know how that works? He apologized. He got right and he started taking care of his kids. She is gonna forgive him, but not right now. Are you freaking kidding me? You really think? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Would you forgive somebody that put you in jail? You're not even talking logical. Really, you're not. Here, I'm gonna drop the link so you can come up because we ain't gonna have no arguing in the comments. Come up and let's have an adult conversation. No arguing. Come up and have an adult conversation because I need to know where your mind's at. I need to know how you think, your process right now, because you're really saying she needs to forgive him and move on. Are you going to forgive somebody that just had you locked up? You are. She will, but just not right now. Come up to the panel, sweetheart. You don't let your kids go over an abusive man's house. Shaking my head, sick dogs on kids. Oh, really? No, 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 not you, pretty diva. I'll drop it, but I want old girl to come up. Terry, I want old girl to come up.
Oh,
Tamika.
okay.
But no, you can until she come up, we can talk.
I wanted to answer her question about Deshaun.
Okay,
Deshaun
go
took
ahead.
accountability and he apologized. That's the difference between the two. A, a,
Exactly.
a real man stands up and say, "I did these things and I was wrong and I'm sorry."
Right.
RH is not taking accountability. He said
At
he didn't do
all.
anything wrong.
Right. That part.
Accept what you did, admit what you did, apologize, and get yourself some help.
Well, I like what Kiki said. Right. Art, he might be careful because her kid's gonna be her witness to DV, and that's absolutely 100% true because they were there. They were there, and her dad.
And those kids have spoken slightly on what they witnessed. Those kids aren't lying.
She said, I guess that means I ain't sending my kids over no abusive man in the house who beat me while I'm pregnant and sick dogs on me. Okay, you know what? Are you coming up or are you leaving? Because at this point you sound delusional. You really sound delusional. You mean to tell me if you mean to tell me first of all people can't change? People can't change their life. He apologized. This man has changed his life 100%. He ain't even the same man he used to be. Like, you don't think people can change? What do you mean you're not going to send your child over there? He already then came out and yeah, let me just go on and do that because at this point, sometimes you be just be talking to a freaking brick wall, and that's how I feel. What about you, Terry? Do you feel like you're talking to a brick wall trying to talk to these people?
I do. I think she is. I think she's a rock. That's what my husband called him. She's a rock. This chick
Yeah.
is. She's just talking, just that, or typing, just the type, because she just.
She's saying neither. Yeah, yeah. Let me just go on and get rid of her because at this point, she's saying neither man is right. Did we say first of all? Did we say that? the baby daddy was right with what he did, he apologized. And it's been over. It's gone. It happened when she was like freaking 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. She freaking 30 now.
He,
Like, do you
Deshaun has grown
has
into a
anybody
full.
ever done anything to you and apologize?
He's grown and matured since then.
Exactly.
He's a full grown man now. He's turned his life over to
Tamika, are you
God.
gonna come up and have an adult conversation? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
That man has done things behind the scenes and turned his life over 360 degrees. He is a full grown, mature man now. And Robert at I didn't mean to say his name, RH at 42 years old, Deshaun runs circles around him.
Yeah, Deshaun has already said, I've done things that I'm not proud of. We apologize and we got it right. Like, I don't understand what part does that she not understand. Has she ever had anybody that wronged her and they came back and apologized? What is she saying? She gonna keep the kid out of the father's life forever over something that he did when he was a teenager?
And you can see how happy and healthy the kids are around their father. So that goes to show you
Exactly.
that those kids are fine with their father. They love their
Right.
father. That man is doing great by his children.
And they both, and look, somebody said they both were kids, having kids. This dude is 42.
And a man child. Yes, he is. He's a man child.
I don't understand how can she say I wouldn't send my kids over there. That's their father. And after she didn't forgave him, after he took accountability, she didn't forgave him. Why wouldn't she? Is she gonna say nope? When you was freaking 21, you did this and you did that, and I don't want you around my kids ever in their life. Like, really?
And God forgives. When you take accountability and you
Exactly. Do
repent,
she not
God
even go to
forgives.
church? This chick, have she ever read the Bible?
Amora, the thing is, they understand. They don't want to understand.
Yeah, well, she gone. Nobody got time to be talking to no egghead. You
And
know what I mean? And
that's
I
what
wouldn't have cussed
all
her
of
out
them.
or anything. That's the thing. I wouldn't have cussed her out or anything.
No, that's what all of them over there. They understand. They don't want to understand. That's the
And you know what I
problem.
don't understand? This dude saying, you mentioned my name, you going to jail, but he allows them to mention her name. And he says, and you and your husband trying to harass me. Y'all harassing me. How are we harassing him? I've never emailed him. I've never, I don't message him or anything. I haven't been on his chat in forever. You understand what I'm saying? So he's saying, so the thing about it is this is how his minds think. His mind think if you put out what he's done, you're harassing him, right? But what they're doing to her is not harassing, it's speaking the truth. They're just breaking down content. Well, guess what? I'm about to start back breaking down content, y'all. That's what I'm gonna start back doing, breaking down freaking content. That's what I'm
Break
gonna
down
do.
the freaking content.
I'm gonna break down the freaking content, y'all. That's what we gonna do over here. Between my shows on the days that I don't have the shows, I know I have a show tonight, but I came on early just to talk about this. But and listen, everybody put happy birthday in the comments for more right quick. And
Yes.
pink hearts and happy.
Happy birthday, princess. Amora, I think your sound went out.
It did. Sorry, I hit the mute button. But go ahead and hit and wish baby girl a happy birthday and leave pink hearts in the comments for baby girl. Princess Moore. Yep. This is crazy though. Can y'all still hear me? Yeah, you can. Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Make sure y'all like this video. A lot of my videos are not being liked, and y'all just come over here and listen, but y'all are not supporting. I need y'all support, please. I need y'all to like the videos. That's the only way they're gonna pop up on YouTube to other people.
And someone made the suggestion that everybody, if they post Brianna's mugshot, everybody change their profile picture to her mugshot to mitigate what they think they doing. So I think I'm going to do that to take that off of their plate to think they doing something. So
You think that's how we should handle it? I'm thinking if everybody turn her picture to their mugshot, we should post a picture, his picture on our profile, but nah, because people will think we supporting him, and that's not gonna happen.
no, I would never support him in a million years. In a million years.
They are also getting lopsided information, and their mindedness consumes only that info instead of gathering it all and not just what they want to see to agree with. Yep.
And
They just want her down so bad.
a certain content creator put on his live that she is going to lose her page in a couple of months because she has to register and whatever. No, she does not. As a misdemeanor, she does not have to register if she's convicted. She's only charged. She does not have to register as a sex offender. She is not going to lose her page. That is misinformation. He is loud and wrong again. He never vets his
Wait a minute. Did
information.
he say that she's gonna have to lose her page? Did he say that?
Yes, he said she better make as much money as she can in these next couple of months because she's going to have to lose her page because of the way that they made another content creator lose his page because he had to register as a sex offender.
He actually said that though.
Yes, on his live. And when I went to comment, I am on. I and
Did
I
did he go?
commented
Did he do a live today or was that yesterday?
last night.
Oh wow, he want her to lose her page so bad.
Yes,
That's
he does.
crazy. That's so crazy. Oh my god, that's just crazy.
And I went.
These
I
women are
commented.
weird. I guarantee they will sing different tunes if they were in Bree's shoes exactly, and they would be hoping and wishing that we believe them. It is a shame that when you come out and speak your truth like that, that people will turn their backs on you and stuff like that.
Well,
They
I tried to
slow. You can
comment,
be
and his
charged and
moderator removed my comment. So
have not been found guilty, so they so dumb. They slow. You can be charged, but she have not been found guilty. But she pled guilty, y'all. She already pled guilty. So she doesn't even have to go to trial. The only thing that she's already pled. So the only thing that she's gonna do is go get sentenced. You know what I mean? The sentence may be probation, the sentence may be a fine, and the sentence may be whatever the judge say. You know what I mean? She's already pled guilty.
and that I don't understand because it was she did not post it to the internet.
Yeah, but it's transmission.
Ugh,
But it's a misdemeanor. It's $5,000 fine.
I was so
And
angry.
maybe a year probation. But the thing about it is, the year of probation may be hard because he's gonna be looking at her careful. He's gonna try to do anything he can to poke her, and he gonna have these people rag her for a whole year to try to get her to do anything because he know what it was when he was on probation. He couldn't do a thing.
Yeah, and Amora, you're the yin to my yang. I was so angry last night. I know I talked to a couple of our other friends and they were crying, but the north side came up out of me. I was fussing and cussing and they was crying and I was, my thing, I wanted to act, because I feel like something was done to one of my kids. So
Yeah.
I was pacing and they was crying and I was cussing and I was, oof, so it,
Yeah, I didn't like it, and I was just like, damn, it wasn't the outcome that we wanted, but at the same time, I will say this: I'm proud of her for standing 10 toes down. If she did it, she did it. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm proud of her for saying, because that's one thing that shows her heart right there. Whereas, if he would have done something like this, he would have freaking denied it to the day he died. You know what I'm saying? Like he
mhm.
wouldn't have took responsibility for this.
Oh, he don't take
So
responsibility for anything wrong he does. Nothing.
yeah. So I'm glad that she took responsibility. So now, let's just see. And I think, even with like some, y'all don't know, but it's another content creator that's about to get charges brought on them for making threats. And let's see how they gonna react because they trying to throw everybody under the bus saying this, that, and the other, and they about to come down.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't
Yep.
wait. There's going to be a lot of things that's going to fall out from this.
Yep. They think
And
they think this is not harassment. They think that what they're doing is not harassment, you know.
oh yeah, the walls is coming down now, and a lot of us that have been in the background is coming forward now.
Yeah. But I do, let me just say this because I saw a comment last night and I was just like, oh my God, no. So listen, I did see some people in the comments saying, well, you might as well post it now if you're getting charged for it. Please don't tell Brianna that. That is not a smart thing to do.
Not at
Like,
all.
that is not a smart thing to do. That would be a felony. Do not tell her to do that. Like, you cannot be a support of her and tell her, well, she might as well just go on and post it now since she's been charged for it.
No, don't tell her to do that, because you know what? She's grown and learned from this, and we do not want her to do that. She This is over with. It's done.
Tammy
But
said he needed to put her in jail because she shouldn't have done it. Yep, and she should have put him in jail for hitting her because he shouldn't have done that either.
exactly.
Okay, Tammy?
Now she saved
Child.
him.
He
She
should have she
saved
should have
him.
put him in jail for putting his hands on her instead of trying to save him. That's what she should have
Exactly.
did. He should have been in jail.
Mm-hmm.
He should have been in jail. But you wait, it ain't over. Let me see if I can sing to play a song. No, you know, YouTube be tripping, y'all.
It's just getting
I thought
started,
Facebook
Tammy.
be tripping, but YouTube be tripping. You play a song, they be tripping. They
We've
didn't
only just
copy
begun.
strike so many of my videos for playing songs.
Sing it, Amora.
Which one? It ain't over. I don't even know the words. Amor, don't even respond to people who can't use their own profile picture. You right about that. Where Tammy at? Let me go and get her up out of here. Let me go on and get you up out of here, Tammy. Let me tell you what I do with people like you. Block, ban, delete it. They be like, Amora be deleting everybody over there. Amora delete everybody over there. Yup. Don't care nothing about no followers like that. I want people that's smart. Not freaking uh brick walls.
Right? Get them brick walls up out of here. We ain't got time for all that. We too smart for that.
He's he's going brief file papers on him for abusing her. I hope she did, you know.
I hope she did too.
The
I
thing
don't
about
know.
it, Bree really just wanted this thing to just die down so she could just go on with her life. But he won't let her go on with her life because, and it's not that he's lost money. You know, the man wasn't making no money like that before. You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't
Hmm.
making the money, you know, that he claimed. He's making more money now for dragging her. I don't understand how he's saying he lost money because of this. He stuck fake objects in his pants. Like, and I don't get that. Like, who he thinks cooks salmon or anything? Who cooks with a heart on?
Salmon get them excited, girl.
Even when he went to his birthday party, this dude had something in his pants. Like, is his self esteem that low?
Salmon make me horny.
He saw this as content to make money, and now he's going to have to use that money for court fees. Does he
They
have to
should.
pay? He got to pay that lawyer. His day will come soon. Ashley, I totally agree with that. And what about him telling her if she doesn't put him on child support, he'll drop the charges? I hope she submits that information to her lawyer. Yeah, I don't even know if that would do anything though.
He better hope that blue money spent from Amazon.
Yeah, right. But I don't know if him saying that he'll drop the charges for that. You know, the thing that Mick Styles did as far as trying to say, if you don't give me money, then I will I will drop these receipts. That, that's extortion. But I don't know if the other one is, I don't know what that would be.
Blackmail.
But will it though?
Sound like blackmail to me.
Yeah, in the military they call it quid pro quo or something,
Mm.
but they want to call her crazy. I do think that Brianna should just watch what she say, because they are watching her and they're trying to pick apart everything that she says and does to try to get her in trouble. But this is America. You have freedom of freaking speech. And it just sounds like he really, really want to just silence her.
He's been doing that for the past 10 months, trying to silence her. And now, you know what? I'm going to tell you, a cancer's heart is our natural nature to nurture and try to protect, even when we're not with anybody, we're not with that person anymore, or even in a friendship, we still, try to protect and try to just move on with our lives. But once
Yeah.
you cross us, you might as well be dead to us. We can, our cutoff game is strong, our fallback is strong, but when you hurt us, it's blood for blood. And I'm telling you, I know where Rihanna's head is right now. And
Yeah. I'm
it,
sure she's upset because she probably didn't think, especially the day before her daughter's birthday, And the thing about it is, him wishing her a birthday, happy birthday and stuff like that right now. I wonder is he like, he online. Hold on. Oh, yeah, okay. He online wishing her a happy birthday. I guess that's what y'all said. But I'm wondering, is he gonna even, try to ask can he stop by there? Which I doubt. I really, really doubt.
oh, that would be the
Especially
wrong thing to do right now.
yeah, especially after something like this. But you know what he's gonna try to do? I kind of know what he's gonna try to take custody of her. What
Oh,
he's gonna try to do.
there's no judge in the world to look at everything that's transpired that would even entertain giving him custody of that child, especially because that Amora looks so uncomfortable and so nervous in his presence. That would be emotionally damaging to
He's gonna
Amora.
try it, and not even that he wants her, but he's gonna do it to hurt her. He wants to hurt her so bad. He
But
wants to hurt her. That man is not a man. Come on, think about it. He is not a man that wanted a divorce and wanted to move on. That is not a man that wanted that. He wants to hurt Brianna. And I don't
but
mean physically hurt. I mean, he want Brianna. You remember the video that he said he wants her to go back to the state she was at. He wants her to go back to the level in which she were. Let me see if I can find that video. Hold on one second because he said,
I remember him saying that. But Amora is the most important thing, the most important factor in this. And if you look at that child in his presence, I don't care what the other side says about the child needs the father in her life. Amora is the most important thing. And I don't
right.
care what they say. When you look at Amora in his presence, that baby is nervous. She is unsure and she is very uncomfortable in his presence. And that child is the most important thing. Her well being is the most important thing. And she is not okay in his presence. She's not.
Yeah. She's definitely not. Heck no, she's definitely not.
I looked at
She's
that
definitely
baby and
not.
I wanted to cry. I said she's not sure of him. She's not. And those kids witness stuff in that house. That's not okay. That baby needs to be where she's comfortable.
Yeah. And people are saying he won. He won. What did he win? What did he win? What did he win? I don't understand what he won.
He
So
didn't
now
win
now the
anything.
world knows that he has a shrimp. Like what did he win?
No, he didn't win anything. He's not winning. He's lonely. You can tell he don't have any guy friends that he hangs around. He's always by himself or on social media. Social media is his friend.
That's his life.
Nothing. And that's what he looks for his validation. So
The
if
whole
you're
thing was
looking for
just a
your
setup. You know
validation
what?
and
Let's
people
go.
that aren't even valid, then you have nothing.
I agree, Queen, beautiful Queen. But I do agree. Bree was his backbone. Now she gone. He's weak as hell. Now she's gone. He's weak as. Y'all don't be putting periods and stuff. I don't be knowing what. Shade Room Neighbors made the best post about him today. What did she say? What Shade Room Neighbors say? Let me see. Shade room neighbors. Where you at? Shade room.
And this goes to what I say about the other side. They don't know their worth and they don't know their value. If you follow somebody blindly and you can't read between the lines of what they're saying and what they're doing, you don't know your value and you don't know your worth because you're following these people blindly who really they're saying nothing, and they're using reverse psychology and all of this hoopla on you, and you can't say, man, get out of here, like you're following people who really have no education and nothing, and you're believing every word that they say, and they're selling you nonsense. If you believe all of that, then I got an igloo to sell you in Africa. You might as well have went down on that submarine to look at the Titanic. You get what I'm saying?
I'm just reading what the shade room said. I'm just saying, y'all know y'all just be crazy over there. She gonna get her paid shrug.
Oh gosh, I didn't see what they posted. I gotta look.
Oh my god. She put witnesses Jean Bell, Toya F, a homeless woman with 4 dogs. And then she put evidence. Oh my goodness, girl.
I saw where she trying to get somebody to foster her dogs. Mm, oh Lord, I can't even speak on that because then I'll get myself angry again. Dogs get
If
mad.
Judge Mathis if Judge Mathis seen that shrimp, he would have said, "Well, is it a shrimp? Come on, man. This woman not lying on you. You must be smoking that crack to not see it too." If Judge Judy seen that shrimp pic, she would have to throw everybody out the courtroom and said, "I'm not wasting my time on this foolishness. Goodbye." Trying to lock his baby mama up over a picture he took himself. Fight her 70-year-old dad asked security to walk him to a car, still left with the shrimp. The judge, bailiff, and officers saw the entire shrimp. His music still whack. T.I. still don't know him. Neither daughter like him. He's still a deadbeat, and Johnny L stole his wife, daughter, stepkids, and his bed. He's the lamest dude I ever seen in my life. Just weak.
Yeah.
Dang. Shade room going in. Me from Atlanta had a whole sex tape put out on her, and she laughed about it and said, Let me make this shit sell." I know why he ain't say that. Let me make money off this. When Boosie said, "Now baby mama on the stand, raising her effing hand, woo child," I felt that our age, them folks not gonna respect you after this one. Any chances of T.I. Boosie or anyone working with the La Clown is over. You know how much illegal ish goes on behind the scene. They not letting that police boy in the door, never. He tried to
Now
fight Mr. Walt at 73 in court and then asked for 2 security guards to walk him. Did he try to fight the daddy?
somebody said he said these hands work. Meanwhile, one arm bigger than the other arm.
Wait a minute, hold on. Who said these hands work?
Somebody said RH said in the courtroom these hands work or something to Mr. Walt.
He said, but when John L went to court, he shook his hand, called for peace, and wanted his number. Show did. Show the freak did. He wanted that phone number.
He trying to get Team Bree pages taken down.
I wouldn't even. I don't know if my. Let me just say it like this: if my ex would show my breasts online, I would not take him to court. Would y'all?
No, they look good.
I would
They
cuss him out, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't take him to court. I wouldn't get him locked up.
see that 52, they big, but they a little bit down, but I could use a little lift, but no. You like you said, I would cuss
Yeah,
them
she
out a
said
little
yeah.
bit.
Somebody said he tried to fight. Wow, he wanted to fight her dad. Why fight her dad?
Cause he
Oh
wanna
my
fight a
god.
73-year-old, but he don't wanna fight Ja.
Cause them hands don't work. Them hands don't work, baby. Them hands don't work, honey. Be flailing all over the place.
He don't want that New York smoke. I'm telling you, us Northerners, I don't know about the
But
South, but I know
don't
us
say
Northerners, we don't want that
don't say
smoke.
nothing. Don't say nothing crazy over here because they looking for any type of thing that make it sound like a threat or anything. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
let's refrain from saying like he don't want no. You know what I mean? Don't say nothing like that.
Okay, I got you.
Because you know what I mean, that's what them nosies in here, and they're gonna be like, oh, she said, and that's another threat, and let me say this and let me say that. They just be lying, and then they say I'm a habitual liar.
Oh,
Lied about what?
that's not a threat. I said he just don't want it.
Yeah, but they'll try to turn it. They'll try to turn it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, them
They
flip
just
floppers,
yeah, they'll
them
flip
slow
flop it. They love
folks.
flip flopping everything. How I just don't understand how a group of women out there can sit there and say everything in every video, every proof that this woman has shown that this man has been abusive toward her. They said it was a lie. They said it was edited, modified, it switched over. What did she do before that? She knew she was recording, all that stuff. All that stuff.
You could play the whole clip and they'll say it was modified.
Yep.
The whole recording. And they only pick pieces out of it that fit their narrative. They
Yeah.
never say what he does, they just pick
Never.
out what she said.
Yeah, they said, well, on the one that he called her all them B's, they said, well, she called him a B too. So they even.
Just like the live you had, they just picked out what Bree said, but they never said that Kavina threatened her first by going to get the other chick, and I'm not even gonna call her pretty, the other Bree. He said it 3 times before Bree even responded.
What are you talking about?
On your live, they played that recording, and he threatened to go get the girl on her 3 times before she even responded.
Oh, you mean Kavina. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And then they say, I can't believe you're talking to a man like that. What?
Yeah, they pick out what fits their narrative. But he threatened her 3 times before she even responded. That was a threat. So come on, she got threatened.
Yep, you did say that.
So come
I'm
on.
eating a banana with some peanut butter, y'all.
I'm saying tell the truth and shame the devil. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I don't have no reason to lie. There's no heaven or hell for nobody to put me in. I'm gonna tell the truth. I done
Right.
lived long enough that I'm not gonna lie on nobody. And they tell so many lies and twist the truth so much. It's ridiculous.
Devon, do you have that message thread by any chance? Can you send it to me so I can pull it up right quick? Or do you have that, Terry?
I think I do still have it in my screenshots.
Send it to me right quick.
Let me see. Go back.
Girl, you know you right about you know you right about that. They just need a 40. A fifth or whatever. Get them some liquor. They be like, what you want me to say? I say, whatever it is you want me to say. These ladies are opportunities. They're looking for anything that's going to get his attention and possibly get him to like them. A lot of them, women, they think he's really loaded with money. No, I don't think they believe that. If they believe that, then they just dumber than dumb, dumb, dumb. They cannot believe that. Not accepting no $4 cash app from people and saying, thank you so much for this $4 cash app. They cannot think he's loaded like that. I wonder if they be reporting them cash outs and YouTube checks to the caseworker. I'm sure they don't. I'm just trying to figure out how a disabled woman that claims she's homeless don't have SSID. I know I was thinking that too. Like some type of check. That's what I was thinking. Shoot, I thought if you was disabled, they took care of you. I thought they put you in a house, apartment, or a car or something. Shoot, I thought they took care of you. I don't know though. I don't know how that works. Happy fourth birthday, Amora. We share the same name. I can promise they aren't claiming the money. Just look at what type of people we are dealing with. Here comes Sean. You want to come up to the panel? I'm dropping the link for you. There go the link right there, Sean. Come on up. Well, he said yesterday in his life that he has less than 20 million. That way he said it. The way he said it, he said, I have a little less than 20 million. Well, he said yesterday in his life. You mean in his life? He said he got. He said a little less? Oh, I have less than 20 million. Less than 20 million? That's joker. 20 million. Now it's 20. It's 55 million. Trust me, that joker ain't no millionaire. Ain't no way he 20 million accepting $4 cash apps. He'll be giving out money every day to them supporters. He'll be paying big money. You know what I mean? Please. No way. Some of these big rappers don't even have that much money. That joker said he was saying that he needs to get these famous stars for his divorce party, and he said he doesn't have 20 million anymore. He has a little less. So yeah, I think they're looking. Man, that joker don't 20 million anymore. Hey, can he get charged for defamation for lying? That joker ain't never had no $20 million in his life. Y'all think this man got $20 million? If he got $20 million, why did Brianna have to give him 7,500 to move? Why this joker renting? If you got 20 million, you can go buy a house right now for $1 million and it's yours. Joker, you ain't got no damn $20 million. You ain't even got $1 million. If he have less than 20 million, why don't he own anything? Because he lying. He probably got less than 20,000. Did y'all see that Pretty Fool say his mustache or his man crush was Megan Good? That his man crush was Megan Good. Wait a minute, what? What you mean his man crush? I don't what his man crush? The lie detector test was about a finger and not really abusing her. Sean, if you're not gonna come up and have a conversation, I'm gonna have to block you now. Come on now. We either gonna have an adult conversation, you're gonna come up here and we're gonna talk about it, or you could just go ahead and go. Because I'm sure there's a whole lot of evidence out there that the man abused her. Yeah, he's trying to book someone famous for his birthday party. Just like he did his birthday party. I mean, what did I say? I said he trying to book somebody famous for his divorce party. And I said, just like he did his birthday party. Hmm. He said, I'm going to have celebrities. I'm going to have a whole lot of celebrities. They're going to be coming from left and right. They're going to be performing. It's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. It's going to be lit, y'all. Okay, it's going to be lit. He's like, my birthday party is gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a movie. You got $20 million? Shoot, that birthday party wouldn't been in no hole in the wall. That drop it low video wouldn't have been ghetto. Didn't she block you? Who? Who blocked me? Sonya, you want? I'm gonna drop the link. You want to come up? I'm dropping a link right now. Come up here. Anybody from the other side that come up here, and I don't, the other side, whatever. If you're gonna talk ish, you gotta talk it on the panel, or you're gonna get blocked out the chat and say she don't know you. Why are you still talking about her and supporting her? I'm gonna support her no matter what y'all say. I'm gonna support. She has my full support. Full support. Y'all mad about that, huh? You mad, you mad, you mad, you mad, you mad. You're mad, 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 mad. I'm gonna keep supporting her no matter what. No matter what. Exactly. Don't look like he coming up, huh? I am a Cancer also, and I was all for her, but things wasn't adding up. Why does she still want to carry his last name? I would detach myself from it all. She want to carry his last name. It ain't, first of all, it ain't his last name. And it's not that she wants to carry his last name. Trust and believe that. And you don't even know what's going to happen. Divorce ain't even final. So what are you talking about? What are you even talking about? You don't know if she gonna drop that name or not. Right now, you just talking what you heard. All right. Well, since you can't talk, Sonia, wait a minute. Hold on. Which Sonia got the smart mouth?
They
She
just
said, "No,
pick at
I'm just
any.
wondering. She disowned you. I wonder how that made you feel." Brianna didn't disown me. She didn't disown me because she wanted to break off all the bashing and stuff and wanted to get away from it. That's not disowning nobody, sweetie.
They just nitpicking on any little thing. That last name, like you said, is not even his last name. First of all, second of all, she has legitimate businesses attached to her name. Go and open corporates and see if he has any businesses. Go check that. So there's a lot of things attached to this disassociating from that last name. That last name don't mean anything. Y'all nitpicking on anything. So what? It's a last name.
We're just trying to change the name on Facebook, but they not allowing her to eat to even last night. She said it. Why are you so hung up on the name? Sweet Ma said Brianna blocked you. Ooh. They trying to twist what she said on her live, which we all heard last night. She wasn't being ugly about it. Yeah, I heard what she said. What she said is, I don't have anything to do with Bree Hive, Shade Room, or that Amore page, meaning that we created the page and we post what we wanted to post. I told y'all she told us to stop, but we kept on. And she did tell us, she said, I'm gonna have to distance myself from y'all because people are gonna start thinking that I'm supporting that and I'm behind that. She did say that.
It's
And
good.
we told her we still gonna post.
Let his people come over here because then they'll get enlightened from some educated and smart people.
But that don't mean just because, and let me tell you something, I'm not like Mixed Styles, Ishay, whoever else gonna come up next or whatever, because she said she has to distance herself from us because she don't want to be, she don't want, because Sweet Mom, people like that emailing her saying, you're supporting this page and this, that, and the other, and you're gonna take the heat from it and stuff like that, all that bull crap, right? So, you know, I'm not gonna stop supporting her because she says she has to distance herself from us because she got a lot going on in her life, and it's looking like she's supporting the bullying and stuff like that. I'm not gonna stop supporting her for that.
And really,
Absolutely
nobody
not.
is bullying. They're defending her. Everybody
Yep.
is defending her because they are doing the most. They are doing the bullying. They are
Yep.
doing the slandering. They are doing the defamation. Everybody on Brianna's side is defending her, her children, her father, her defending Ja. We're defending her because they are throwing the shots and we are blocking.
Yep.
Miss
Yep.
Monet said, "Get up out of here. We ain't got no liquor over here."
They want me to be like, oh my God, she doesn't support me. What am I going to do? I'm going to tell on her. I'm going to say she said this, and I'm going to say she said that, and I'm going to demand money. Nope, not happening whatsoever. So you can give
We
that
got
up.
integrity and we got morals over here.
Exactly.
We stand 10 toes
Exactly. I was
down.
supporting Brianna for months before I ever even spoke to her. Why would I not support her now? Because she wants to distance herself from the drama.
Exactly. See, we know what it
No.
is. We know what it is to be solid over here. We got a code. We got morals over this side.
Exactly. I'm not, if they think that I'm gonna say, first of all, I think those two, and it's gonna be a third one, but I think those two, and you know who the third one is. Anyway, but I think those two, that the young girls, is always the younger ones, her age or whatever, that wanted something more than just to be a supporter. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't want to just be a supporter. They wanted to be, I don't know what the heck they wanted to be, but they definitely didn't want to just be a supporter. I'm a supporter. So,
I'm a
and I'm gonna keep
supporter.
supporting. They're like, you're gonna keep on talking to her even though she denounced y'all group and says she doesn't know who y'all are and she don't have nothing to do with y'all. Nah.
No, because when you support somebody and you really care about them and you see what they're going through, you do that from your heart. You don't do it for gain. You do it
Exactly.
because God directs you to. The Lord
Yeah.
directs you to, and they lead. The Lord leads you to act, and you get your reward from God. You get your blessings from above. You don't expect anything in return. God blesses you in
Spoken,
His
you
way.
said that 100%. She said they really want you out of the way, don't they? Actually, they want all of us out of the way. Exactly. They want free range. That's why he came over here the other day and said, you say my name again, you're going to jail. And I said his name again, and I'm not going to jail because the thing about it is, how can you put somebody in jail for saying your name, right? You jumping in my chat for one, and how can you say somebody going to jail? They say your name, and these people been saying her name for 10 months, and they ain't going to jail. It's content creation, baby. I'm creating content. Okay, even though I'm not a content creator, but I'm creating content. I'm blogging. I'm doing whatever the heck they doing.
I'm laughing at Rachel's comment. They
What
coming
she
over
say?
here. They coming over here looking for a carton of menthol Newport and Wild Irish Red.
Yes, Angela, exactly. We support her 100%. We understand what she's going through, and and why she has to do what she has to do. Period. Angela, yes, I'm going to highlight that comment because that's it right there. Do whatever you got to do, baby girl. Whatever you got to do.
Yeah, I
Because we
said
know
that
that
when
behind the scene, and I will say, Brianna, she's not she has a soft heart. I will say that. So they're emailing her and messaging her, and they're gonna bring you down. You're following them, and you're supporting them, and they're gonna bring you down, and they're gonna do this, and they're gonna do that, and you're gonna be blamed for it all. Everything that they're doing, you're gonna be blamed for it. They're all in. You best to believe they are all in her inbox messaging her. Those YouTubers are.
I
Sure
said
is.
that when she turns off that camera, they don't realize she's human. She is a real
Exactly.
live woman. And that stuff is overwhelming. She is a real live woman, a real live human being with feelings.
Exactly. And Monet just hit it. She said, "We wasn't BFFs with Bree before all of this. We saw the bullying and decided to help. Do they think RH would vouch for and support them? They don't lose. They don't. They
Done lost their MF and minds.
done lost their okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
As soon as they stop talking about him, they're gonna be an afterthought.
Exactly.
They're gonna be
And
a freaking afterthought.
and that's the difference with us too. After they stop talking about this, I know for me, I still care about Bree as Bree the woman, not Bree the social media influencer. I still care about what's going to happen to her and those kids after all of this dies down. I still want to
Yeah.
know how she's doing, how those kids are doing,
Yeah.
because I saw Brianna's eyes. I didn't know about Brianna until I think I heard her say, I saw a video. I was at my personal care home. I own a personal care home. And I saw her video come up and she was saying, I never said anything about a divorce. That was my husband. And I said, this baby's eyes look sad. Who is her
Hmm.
husband? And then I looked on her videos and I said, oh, that's her husband. How old is he? And then I said, she don't look happy. And that's when I started looking at the videos, but I didn't know anything about him until her. And I
Hmm.
started looking at him and I said, she never looks happy. And then that's when all the stuff hit the fan. And I knew, I believed her from the beginning. And I knew, and she's 2 years younger than my daughter, my oldest. And I said,
Hmm.
I knew that baby didn't look happy. And that's why I said, I will still care about her when all of this dies down because she touched my heart. And I said, I'm led by God. God leads me to do what I
Yep.
do and to fight how I fight.
Hmm. Yep. Bree's gonna be fine though.
Oh, she is.
In 4 or 5 years, she gonna look back on this, and first thing she gonna say is, "Thank God I got out of that freaking relationship," right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna realize how tough it was, right? And maybe she may even go out and talk to young, other women that's getting married in their 20s or whatever, and she could just kind of drop some gems for them. You know what I mean?
Right. The wisdom
Because
that I impart at my age is the wisdom that I'm trying to give to the younger generation. Because even my 33-year-old daughter she tells me now, Mom, everything that you tell me comes to pass.
yep,
Everything that you told me was true. Is
yep,
things
that's
that
what my
I'm trying
daughter says too.
to save them from going through anything that I've been through. To save them that pain. Like if I knew then what I know now, child, I'd be dangerous.
I know, right? We grew. It's experience. We got a lot of experience behind us. And she will get it too. She will get it too. She would get it too. She has a young lady in her life right now that's solid as hell. Denise.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Denise is solid. Hold on, let me turn this air off. It's freezing in here. Jesus Christ.
Yes. And I told Denise, I'm so glad you there with her. I'm so glad.
Yep, she's solid. I love Denise because she's solid. You know what I mean? She's loyal. She's solid. You ain't got to worry about You don't have to worry about her getting mad because she ain't giving, she ain't Brianna ain't giving her no money and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? She ain't
Oh,
got to worry about that at all.
oh yeah, she got a real one right there. She got a
Yep,
real
sure
one with her
does.
right there. And we know that wisdom is there with her.
Yep, and I'm glad. I'm
Oh,
glad.
she got a real one riding with her right there. So yes.
And she ain't with the drama. Like, see, I turned to the drama. I did. I got so pissed. I was like, man, I'm going in. I'm saying something. And she kept saying, y'all don't understand. This is hurting me. They think that I'm telling y'all to do this. And I'm like, we was like, they know you ain't telling us. They know you're not telling us, but they thought that she was telling us. But girl, please, we went in because we wanted to go in.
But
Don't
you
blame
know,
that on nobody but us. We went in because we wanted to go in. We got tired of seeing all them people ganging up on her, talking about her like they ain't got nothing else to do. Day in, day out. Don't make no freaking sense.
well, it's like when somebody is hurting somebody that you care about, it's like you be like, okay, I had enough of this. Like I'm sick of this.
And I didn't
Like
even want to go in on them initially. I wanted to have a conversation with them to let them know that, listen, y'all can't take away her story. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't in that house. You can't take away her story. If she says she experienced things, then she experienced things.
I saw you trying to reason with them. I've even tried
I
to
did.
reason
It
with
didn't
some of
work
them.
though.
And it's like like you said, you're talking to a brick wall. It's like you try to
Exactly.
go in with rationale because we're professionals, and we try to go in there and we try to talk to them like they have common sense. But common sense is not common. It's not.
Exactly.
And I
And
said, I
one of the
can't believe
girls,
some of
the,
them
the
have
Linda chick,
jobs.
I don't know if you ever heard this Linda Brown lady. Like, she went real nasty with her mouth, right? And she said, that Amora girl, she ghetto. She ghetto. That Amora girl, ghetto. Ghetto. Girl, ghetto. Child, don't be putting me over there with y'all. Going talking about something. That girl ghetto. Amora ghetto. The Linda chick. I don't know if you ever heard her, but she is just, woo. She be on everybody live too.
Now, I was talking to two of our friends last night, and I told them, I said, them chicks over there, sometimes you have to meet them where they are, because I said, I'm professional and I talk with my professional persona with most people, but with them chicks over there, sometimes you got to get slick back with them. I said, because I'll keep one foot in the hood. And when they go there, sometimes you got to meet them where they are. And that's all they understand. That's what they understand. I've
Yeah.
been in my profession 25 years, but when they go low, sometimes you got to go low with them, and that's when you got to shut them up. I said they would have hung up on me.
But you would think that everything that they've tried and they haven't been able to do, with the calling the magazines and trying to get her taken off of this and taken off of that. They've been trying to stop her from working, feeding her kids, and doing all that. They've been trying to stop her for months. For months. They do not want, and it's all because they think she's lying about being abused. They actually think she's lying, you
And
know?
they have no experience on working with DV victims. That's the thing. If she was abused, she wouldn't talk like this. If she was abused, well, if Tina Turner was abused and she jumped on Ike in that limousine. So when you have
She
your
sure
moment
did.
like, I've had it and I'm not doing this no more. I've had it and I'm exploding. I've had enough and this is it. And I'm going off on you. You don't know
Yeah.
what a DV victim's mind is doing. You don't know how that mind is working. You don't know how a DV victim is going to react. I've worked with plenty of them over my years, and I was trained. You got to look at what people are not telling you, what people are not showing you. You got to read between those lines. DV victims cover for their abusers. They do
Yeah.
that. They'll say, No, this didn't happen. No, I fell down some steps. No, this. It, you read between the lines. Don't tell
Right.
me what a DV victim is going to say and how they're going to act. And don't tell me that. I've been doing this 25 years.
That's true.
There is
Yep.
not a textbook domestic violence victim ever. Th-
She
These people,
says having been abused by a narcissist is completely different hell. And Monet said, you got to know how to turn it on and off because, baby, I'm a professional by day, but after my shift is over, I would drag a bitch.
absolutely, Miss Monet. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Cause
you do
see,
have to know how to turn it on and off.
I heard somebody say, I'm soft and hard. It depends on what energy you give me. That's what energy
Hmm.
you getting back. I can be a soft female and I can be a hard female because everybody don't deserve that soft female. Absolutely, Miss Monet.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Is this real what I'm reading?
Excuse me. What?
No, this got to be a lie. Y'all, I'm gonna change the subject now. I know we support Bree, but listen, was Tucker Carlson arrested yesterday?
Tucker Carlson
Yes. No way.
arrested
Or
for
was
what?
no, it wasn't Tucker Carlson arrested, or was it Hunter Biden arrested?
I thought they said the judge wasn't ready to accept his plea deal.
Whose plea deal?
Hunter Biden
So Hunter Biden going to jail?
said he was ready to submit a plea deal.
Oh, Tucker Carlson said Hunter was arrested by the FBI.
Yeah, he did a plea deal.
What is he arrested for?
Girl, I gotta look on
I
the
ain't been keeping
CNN.
up with it. I mean, good God Almighty, I just so happened to just see it come pop up, and I'm like, what? He arrested? So the president's son is in jail?
Yes, ma'am. I've been trying to keep up with politics, but I've been on
Oh
this
my!
briefing all
I
day
know.
yesterday.
I've been. I used to be so into politics, big time. So he got arrested.
Yes, ma'am. But see, that's another thing. Black people, please get yourself versed in politics to know what's going on in your country and what they're trying to do to us as Black people. We got to know what's going on. We got to know what they're trying to do to us and what bills they're trying to pass, because some of these bills that they're trying to pass have slave language introduced in there. Just get yourself versed, know what's going on in your different states and things.
Well, I'm gonna have to go back and find out what in the world because I'm just sitting up here trying to figure out what he go to jail for. And so Tucker Carlson got fired from Fox News and started his own online channel. He doing a social media. It says Tucker on Twitter. So he doing his whole podcast from his house now. But you know what? I don't blame you, Tucker, honey. Do it any way you can. You know they gonna come follow you. It said Biden let Hunter go to jail. Oh Lord. Okay. Anyway, y'all, somebody said for not paying taxes, having a gun, and think something to do with drugs. Oh, Hunter Biden failed to pay between 1.1 million and 1.5 million in federal taxes before the legal deadline and was set to plead guilty to two tax misdemeanors with prosecution agreeing to recommend. Oh, okay. Thanks, Sam. Okay. So I mean, it's just two misdemeanors. And then I don't understand if he had to pay 1.5 million, why you just didn't pay the 1.5 million? You know he got it.
You know he
That's
got
what
that.
yeah, that's why I don't understand how like Wesley Snipes Hill and a couple of these other people went to jail for not paying taxes. They had the money. A sentence of probation. The deal was also meant to resolve a federal firearm offense. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Y'all, Hunter isn't a good dude. Is he not? He probably not.
I don't know too much about Hunter.
I don't either. I really don't. Y'all, I stopped following. I had to detox. Let me tell y'all something. When this situation came with the back and forth with, Trump supporters and I think at the time it was Hillary Clinton or something. Who did he run against? Did he run against Hillary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, during that time, it was so much that went on that after he won, I had to detox. I had to literally turn off my TV, delete my news apps, and stop following it. I mean, it became so crazy to me. I literally had to detox. And this situation right here is getting like that to me. It's getting so toxic. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm sure I'm gonna have to detox from this. You know? It's
I had a
crazy.
bad time when Obama was running, and we lived in a real racist area. I mean, it was, I think we were the only black family in our subdivision. And um, it was so bad that we had a civil rights and racial intimidation case that we actually won in our area. And we ended up having to leave the area because it was so bad racially. Um, so that was our bad political experience.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, but Trump and everything, yeah, you find out who your real friends are when you deal with different things like that. I had to ask one of my friends, if you're my friend and I'm telling you that something hurts me,
I gotta
are
show
you
y'all
really my
something.
friend? So yeah, you find out who your real friends are when
Get your
when you
big
go through
old
stuff
head.
like that.
Big Look, old y'all. Head.
Oh,
Get your head away, girl. Get your head away. Get your big old head. Big old head away.
see how happy she is here.
Get your head away, girl. Get your head away. Get your big old head. Big old head away. It looked like she tried to turn her head. You know what I mean? Get your head away. Get your big old head. Big old head
But do you see
away.
how happy and relaxed she is here?
Yes, I do.
There's a big
She happy as
difference.
hell. I'm just looking at that big ass smile on her face. I mean, big. Get your big old head.
And then look at
Go
her
ahead
in the
away.
video with her donor, her sperm donor.
Get your head away, girl. Get your head away. Get your big old head. I like the way he played with the kids. I really do.
You can tell he was a teacher. He just has a natural gift with kids. He's, I love Ja. I do. And he's an inspiration and he loves giving back to children and he just has a gift with kids.
Yeah. Love you, little mom, Papa Ja.
Yeah, and just the fact that he was going to be a teacher, like, he just loves kids.
I'm reading a lot about this man is crossing the line, but as a mother, you have to make sure the person you choose to be with has a great relationship with your kids. I see when her dad has her, his interaction with her is way off. And I believe when Brianna said he calls her within an hour of getting her, he is ready to drop her back off. He doesn't have the patience. And remember, he didn't want to have a baby. Just let them be and be happy for them. Well, I just happen to agree with her because, to be honest with you, like You could definitely tell she's happy with Janelle. Like she is. I'm
Help me!
sorry.
Help me! Help me! Help me!
I know we've seen this one before.
Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me!
And did you hear them say
Help me!
they said something about yeah and he need to bring charges against John L for going into Lauren's room, when they was doing that little skit thing, and he needs to bring, and I was like, how he gonna bring charges for John L going into Lauren's room? It didn't make no sense to me.
And why would they get it on video if he was doing something wrong? Like dummies?
I know. Why would they want him? Why would they want to think that he's doing something wrong? Like, that's crazy.
That's because that's the way their minds think.
Right.
That's the way their crooked minds think. Like, no, you must have something going on in your household that's the way you think. You must have pedophiles in your house.
Right.
So get your house right. Sweep outside your door. Sweep in your house. Because something's wrong with you if that's the way you always thinking. That's
Yep.
ridiculous. Because I don't have that kind of crap going on in my house. So that's not the way I think all the time. That everybody's suspect.
He just want her long enough to record her, post her on that page he stole and his page to get paid. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I cannot sit here and say that I have seen. Now, I'm going to say it like this. I'm just going to say since this situation, because I have seen him like before all of this play ball with the boys and stuff like that. But since this situation, I have not seen him being a daddy. You know what I mean? Like a daddy. He has not been a daddy. Picking up somebody and taking them to get ice cream and stuff like that and then dropping them back off. Okay, yeah, no, that's not being a daddy.
I don't know how to say your name. This is and
Right here.
yeah. They are always projecting. Yeah, they're projecting. Cause something
Is
going on in their
this
house.
this is
Annie and new
something.
me. A new me. This is
This
a
is a
new
new
me.
me. Oh Lord. This is a new me. Okay. I will
Yep.
butcher somebody's name in a minute. You know what I mean?
Yep. Miss Monet. If I have to worry about a man doing that, I will not be bringing him home. Right. Right. And you know
Yeah.
what? Somebody said something and it made perfect sense. If he wasn't interacting with the kids, they would have something to say about that. Ooh, look, he don't even like kids. He ain't even doing nothing with her kids. He ain't even playing with her kids. She damned if she do. She damned if she don't.
Hmm. She said, "My name is Keisha." Hey, Keisha.
Hi, Keisha.
Money laundering and working with the CCP. Him and his dad was involved as well. They silenced all the information during the 2020 election. I think I remember that part because I do remember something coming up and the dad, and Biden switching up real fast or somewhat trying to distance himself from it. Jenny should be ashamed of herself. What she done did now, Latoya or Latonia,
Latanya.
Latanya. What has she done? Or are you talking about overall? I can't believe he rocking with Jeannie. And then the thing about it is, I wanted that girl that came over here earlier and say, I wouldn't send my child to a guy that did this, that, and the third to me. Well, they're following Jeannie, and she sent the whole man to prison by lying on him. She admitted to lying on him.
My whole
He-
thing, she trying to make Bree's story her story, trying to assuage her guilt for sending that man to jail. That's what she
Yep,
trying to do. But nope,
exactly.
it's not her story. It's not Bree's story. That's your story, chick. That's your guilt. That's what you did, not Bree.
Yep. Yep. Oh my
Story as
God,
she's
she
going
has him
through.
as her profile picture. She is crazy. Do she got him? Do she got him as her profile picture?
She went to the courthouse yesterday.
She didn't go in. Nobody went in.
She's a sick puppy. I'm telling you, and trying to
She's
distance
trying to go to
herself.
court with everybody because she's just trying to. It's not even about her talking or whatever. She just literally she just want to be there so she just want to be there so it can look so it's for clout. That's all she's doing it for clout.
Mm, trying to distance herself from the hate groups that she was in. Not gonna work. Gotta be quicker than that. What you see?
Oh my God.
Oh, Miss Monet says she thought he was going to let her stay at his house. She got back on the highway livid. She couldn't get that shrimp last night. He let her stay at his house. I'm waiting to see what she say.
Yeah, did he? She didn't stay with him?
She said she's so desperate.
She said, Amore, they can't stand you. I just be laughing. I know. Child. They can't.
Miss Monet says she went back home.
No, child.
He ain't take her to dinner or nothing. Oh,
Hey,
it was too
no.
late.
He probably like Jenny money longer than mine. Jenny ain't even got 100K. Now I don't know what she got. I can't even say that. I
Oh,
digress on that one because I don't know what's in that girl's bank account.
Miss Monet said made a post how she didn't like driving on the highway at night. He could have took her to the Waffle House or something.
Let her stay in one of them 7 rooms, 5 rooms, 7, whatever.
He even take the girl to the Waffle House or woman. She swears she's 46. Look every bit of 56.
Oh, is Jenny 46?
That's what she keeps claiming. She 46. Daughter 29, 30 or whatever. She says she 46.
Her daughter 30?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't know she had a child. My child age. My child 31. No. 32. He turned 32. I got a 21-year-old and a 32-year-old.
My kids 33, 25, and 15.
Speaking as a man, my image is not the most important part of my life. I'd rather die than to know that I'm the reason why I lost my family.
That's real man there. Real
Yeah.
man Timothy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And them women on the other side speaking like they know what a real man is. They probably the ones
They
got
don't
them laid
have a
up.
real man. That's the thing. I asked them,
Exactly.
you remember when I was up on the panel, I said, are y'all married? And them jokers, it was crickets. They couldn't say nothing. I'm like, oh, so I'm the only one married up here? Because, I know that married people get into it. Married people say things to each other. You know what I mean? Like, if that man gonna sit here and act like he ain't never done nothing out of 6 years, he ain't never said nothing out the way to her first, he's crazy. We all do it. The freak.
Oh yeah, and let's clarify because I asked the question last night. I said they keep going with this narrative. People done lost their jobs and what they never said who lost their job. Who lost their job? Who?
I have no idea who they talking about.
They never named names or not even to name names. Who? What job? One person, and they know who called that job. Clarify. One person got their job called and they know who called that job.
Yeah, they had already forgave him.
And
Hey,
stop running with that narrative.
Timothy, can you come up? Can you come up on the panel? If I drop the link, can you come up if you're still in here? I want to ask him a question.
It'd be nice to hear from a man.
I know. She said, "Who lost their job?" I don't think anybody lost a job.
Nobody lost their job. They just run with that narrative, that lie.
You know, they be over here seeing like who's commenting, so they can get mad and say, you know, you're on that side, you can't come on this side. That type of question.
They run with that lie. They know, and the person that turned on Bree is the person that called that person's job. Ain't nobody
Ishay.
over here calling nobody's jobs.
Yep, that is
And
true.
they know who called CPS
All right, I'm dropping the link now, Tim.
and
And thank
LS
you for coming up.
called back on them. And they keep running with them false narratives over there because they want to make it look bigger than what it was. Stop it. Stop what they
Yeah.
say. Stop the cap.
Hey, Rose. Rose gonna be our new nurse, y'all.
All right now. Welcome,
Mhm.
sister of the cloth.
I snuck home from work for a few hours. Hey, magician. Child, we just on here just chatting, midday chat, child. We just talking about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I want to ask Tim something because I asked my husband, and my husband, he was like, I said, baby, would you lock me up if I did that? He was like, no, no. I said, I'm talking about if we split up. If we split up and I post your picture, or not even post it, but send it to one of my friends, and they called you and told you, would you get me locked up? And he said no.
Oh, Lily, you know what? That's another topic altogether. That chick right there, she the one who was doxing, and I got screenshots of her doxing. So that's another topic.
It says you knew they were lying when they tried to pretend someone went after Lashandra and that was all made up. I was thinking it was. I was like, how she get in the picture? I was like, what? Where did this chick come from? She over here trying to fight somebody in Las Vegas over, following around in Las Vegas trying to fight them at a wedding, and then all of a sudden she came swinging. Just I had to block her the other day because she kept saying crazy crap.
Oh yeah, she doxed Brianna.
Somebody said, Amore, you are giving the people content, honey. Child, they always got my name in their mouth. Always
Mhm.
got my name in their mouth. They
It
better
must
tread
taste
lightly,
good.
dog.
It must taste good.
Yep. That's why they want to like try to spread lies and stuff by saying, Amore is talking about Brianna. Amore did this. Amore did that. Amore did this.
Yeah, Lily. I think her son rang the bell, so she can't milk that no more. So she need money, so she need to
Hey,
be in
Tim.
drama.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
I have a
Can't
question
complain.
for you, Tim. You will probably already know it. I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
So if your girl, wife, ex-girlfriend or whatever, if she posts, not even post, but sent your picture to one of her friends, she mad or whatever the case may be, and she snapped a picture of you or you snapped a picture, sent it to her or whatever, and she sent it to one of her friends, would you try to get her locked up?
No, due to the fact because of the fact that she's a mother of my children. You know.
What
Um,
would you do? What would you even say to her? Would you even let this whole drama continue on social media? And if not, how would you have handled it?
well, speaking for me, because I know how I am when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to things like that. I know that social media
Your mic just went down, Tim.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, that's a whole lot better.
Okay. Well, speaking from what I had to deal with in the past, um, I'll totally come at it, at a different perspective,
Uh-huh.
because basically I know how. Don't get this. Don't take this as offense. I know, women um, go through, things with highly emotional,
Right.
So I respect that, and how I would approach it is
Mm-hmm.
I'll come to her privately, and say, take this down. I'm not offended by it, without having the authorities or the judge getting
Right.
involved into something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but speaking on this case, it's just a lot of back and forth going on.
Right.
But by him being a man,
Yes.
I have to say this. Um, like what I said, his ex-wife or the mother of his children is taking
Uh-huh.
care of his kids. That's the
Right.
first priority that I'm looking
Right.
at. How are my
Right.
kids doing? How are you taking care of my kids?
Mm-hmm.
More so of my own image. You can hurt me all you want, but don't hurt my children. Don't hurt
Right.
my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what else you do. I don't care what you say about me. I
Mm-hmm.
I love my kids. Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but you wouldn't have let this beef go on. You would have pulled her off to the side and said, "How can we work this out, right?
Oh
Without,
yeah.
dragging each other on social media."
Oh yeah. Because you know why? We still, even though we do not want to be around each other, we have to, for the sake of the children.
Ooh, I love it.
You get what I'm saying?
I understand 100% what you're
Yeah.
saying.
It's it's a shame that our kids have to. We force our children into situations like this
Mm-hmm.
because me as a man, I can't let my ego go.
Yes.
I can't let my pride go, and
Mm-hmm.
that's very dangerous for the children. We supposed to be the head, just like what the good Bible says, the good word
Mm-hmm.
says.
Mm-hmm.
The man is
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be the head.
Right.
Christ is supposed to be the head of the man.
Correct.
The man is supposed to be a head of his wife and children. So,
Exactly.
so I'm.
And Tim,
Mhm.
who's supposed to take the responsibility when things go wrong?
Oh, the man always has to take
Say
responsibility.
that one more time.
The man always has to take responsibility.
Exactly.
We always have to take responsibility
Yes.
Amen.
That's
because
right.
um, me being married 16 years now.
Whore.
Um, what you say? Say it again.
I said whore. That's just something we say in the military. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, I got you now. I got you. Um, even when me and my wife had our issues, I had to pull myself aside and say, "What am I doing wrong for her to feel this way? What am I
Mm-hmm.
doing? What am I saying to things?" People don't understand that you don't have to um, hit on a woman to be abusive.
Ooh, Tim.
Uh huh.
Speak it. That's what I'm talking about. Speak it.
There's so many levels of abuse that a man,
Yes.
you know, can do. So many things that a man can do to a woman. We can be neglective. We
Yep.
can be manipulated,
Mm-hmm.
and all I can say is I just pray for your Brianna, Rob, even Robert. Even though
Yep.
I don't agree with some of his ways, um, I'll just hold him in prayer that for the children's sake,
Right.
yeah,
Right. Right. Right.
not for their own sake, but the kids' sake.
Somebody have a question for you, Tim. They said,
Hmm.
would you let other content creators down your ex-wife, even if you are not getting along, if even if you guys are not getting along?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that.
Yep.
Why? Because if you allow someone to say something to your ex-wife while she's in custody of your children,
Mm-hmm.
it's it's how can I say it? If you allow that to happen, there's no limit to what you else you can allow with other people's. Just like what this Bible say. You speak it, the heart will show it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
So
So this is him. Like what he's doing, this is who he is. The behavior that he's displaying, this is really who he is. Now let me ask you this. How when did you start following this story?
right at the time when things was going haywire, when you know, with the tote incident, that's
Uh-huh.
when I first started following it.
Okay. So had you followed had you known him at all? Because you know he had a pretty big following. Did you know him at all?
No, I mean, I've seen a couple of skits he did
Mm-hmm.
when he was, pretty much overweight.
Right.
I checked them out, but I never followed him after that because I
Okay.
don't like the degrading of women on social platforms.
Mm-hmm. And when you say degrading a women, in what way are you talking? You talking about name calling?
Name calling,
Mm-hmm.
you promoting women half naked in your videos.
Oh yeah. Okay, I understand.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Mm,
You ain't down with that. Okay.
no.
So you sound like you a man of God.
Yes, I am. I born and raised in church. See,
Okay.
I'm only 37 years old.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you old enough to know, to
Yeah.
speak the truth because you are definitely speaking some knowledge right now.
He's
And
very
coming from a man's point of view. I love it.
very mature and very much a gentleman.
But I can
Yeah.
say this. I don't want to take all the credit because there was a point in my life where I wasn't mature. And it took
Okay.
me pretty much probably until now to actually get what my wife was saying to me all this time for 16 years.
So now were you abusive to her at all?
Well, I never put my hands on. I wasn't abusive, but I've um I've done things where she came to me and told me that I'm not comfortable with this or that,
Mm-hmm.
and to me, I had to look at myself, and say, you know what, that is abuse. If she comes to you and say more than once that she don't like what you're doing, that's abuse. So I had to,
Okay.
so I had to take a look at myself, because most guys, like what I said, believe that if you're not cheating, you're not hitting a woman, you're not abusive. No, there's hundreds of forms of different abuse that we give to women, and I'm starting
Right.
to see that now. You know, um, I'm
And
reading.
neglect is a big one. And let me ask you something, Tim.
Uh,
I kind of already know the answer, but I want to ask you anyway. Like, would you ever tell your wife, you can go out and get coochie somewhere else, or would you ever say stuff like that to her? I can go get PUSSY from anybody.
no, no, that's I never said mention that because
Uh-huh.
to me that's a form of control. You're
Yeah.
manipulating her to control to
Mm-hmm.
get what you want from her. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And if I was to say that, ain't no telling what my wife would do.
Exactly.
She probably will act on that based off of what I say.
Right. And on another, I have another question for you. Now, oh, I'm so glad you up here. So, and you kind of remind me of my husband and with how you think and stuff like that as far as treating a woman. But would you fight your wife, or not even fight, but tussle with your wife if she has your phone and she's looking through your phone to see who you're texting? Would you tussle or try to get your phone back?
No, I never have, never will. She knows my password to everything. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because I want to give her that knowledge of I can trust you. I love you. If we
Right.
love each other, we have to trust each other. If I
Right.
have to if she have to try to wrestle a phone from me, then it's something that I'm hiding from her that I don't want her to see.
Ooh, wait, child.
Yes, I love it. I love
Yes,
it.
because he is telling the truth. Just
Yes.
being straight up telling the truth.
I
It's
have to commend him because the way that your mind works is it shows that you have the capacity to accept, absorb, and change. You have that maturity, even though you said you were not mature, you are mature enough to say, I have something in me that I need to work on, and I'm going
Hmm.
to work on it for the sake of my marriage.
For my
Right.
marriage and kids, because it sounds like you may have children.
Yes, I do have 3 children. I don't have any outside children. Um,
Okay.
See, me and my wife, we've been married since we was 21, for 16 years. I never
Right.
called her a B. I never put my hands on her. I never
Where were you
degraded.
raised? Where are you American?
Yes, I am.
And where are you from?
Buffalo, New York.
Oh, you from New York, another New York brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, a lot
So
of
you
brothers don't think like this. And
mhm.
Right.
uh, and what I
They
do,
they have a
no
problem
problem.
being vulnerable, and that's the problem. I got married at 21 too, Tim. So yeah,
Yeah, congratulations. I mean, you made it this far.
31 years next month.
Yeah, it's like what they say, it's too far to turn around now. Especially in my case, I don't know about yours. My children see everything that I do and I say, and I,
Absolutely.
I have a son. I have daughters. I have 2 daughters and a boy. I want to be an
Mhm.
example to them and show my girls what type of man they want or desire, and I want to show
Right.
my son what type of man he should be.
Right. Now I'm trying to understand this question. I'm gonna read it and y'all tell me if y'all understand it, but I don't understand it. It says, Tim, do you think men are more or less willing to approach a man who has gone to such lengths to discredit their wife and appear blameless? I don't understand the question. Do y'all?
Ah, that's a hard question because that question is everywhere.
So do you think a man will be more willing to approach or less approach? I don't get it. What does that mean?
Well, is it easier for a man to approach another man about his situation with a? I guess that's what the question means. Is it easier for a man to approach another man?
Hmm. And
Can a
approach him about what?
uh like for
Ma-
uses
Maybe to
use
counsel them.
You said what now? Maybe what?
Maybe to try to talk to them and counsel them. Maybe.
Or maybe, I don't know, like mentor? Like Rachel, explain your question a little bit more. We kind of lost on that one. So someone from the other side says, Bree brought all of this to the internet. Bree allowed and told you to activate and you did. She says dishes out. She says dishes out content, but when there was a rebuttal, she is pissed. Her receipts prove wrong a lot.
see that's the thing. I don't know anything about her, but I could tell from that she's probably experiencing some type of hurt from a man herself.
This woman, yes,
You get what I'm
yes,
saying? And
yes.
most of the people from the other side that sees what he's doing and saying, they kind of sweep that under the rug
Mm-hmm.
because they trying to look for a way out of themselves, you
Right.
know, and
Right.
um and they'll go along with it just to get along because it's what they normally see.
Yeah, because they're having some type of they're having some type of man issue or
Yeah,
abusive relationship issue themselves, or they've experienced it and never gotten over it.
right, right. But as far as what I say, you can't always hold the woman accountable because if a man keep God first, none of this will happen.
Right. So now I don't know if you're following him, but he
Y'all
says
follow him?
now a lot, God got me, and I don't know if you knew a while back that he denounced God. He said that, basically that he didn't he prayed, he don't know why we pray to a God we can't see because he prayed to an energy.
Well, to be fair on his part, we don't know what his relationship is with God. He probably, repent, ask God for forgiveness, and now he
Hmm.
see the light.
Okay.
But on other hand, you can't serve two masters. If
Right.
God got you, you cannot
Try
promote.
to fight it yourself.
Uh, right. You can't promote. I hate you more and drop it low.
Ooh, ooh,
You
now
can't
you
do that.
just said something.
He said a word.
Ooh, you just said something, Tim.
You can't.
He said a word.
You said a word. I didn't, you know what? And I call myself being intelligent, and I never even thought on that level. You can't serve both gods
You can't. You can't.
because you can't drop. You can't. Yeah, I hate you more and drop it low, but God got me.
You can't. You can't do that. You can't. You cannot serve two masters. That's what the Bible say. You can't serve two
Yeah,
masters. If you for God, you got to be all the way for God. So that
right.
means anything that you post online, that means with him in the situation with Brianna, he has to tell the people on his side to chill out, name calling, bashing, even his daughters.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
you can't be you can't say God got me and allow grown people to attack your daughter.
that's true. And so let me ask you something. So when a man and a woman break up or whatever, and from a man's point of view, what would be the reason you don't want to be in your daughter's life right now? Would it be out of fear? Would you allow fear to keep you away from seeing your daughters? Because that is something that he's recently started saying that he's afraid to go around there because he don't know what's going to happen to you.
Nah, nothing was keep me separate me from my daughters. Nothing. I don't
Okay.
care what they say. I don't care what they did. I don't care what they're doing.
Uh-huh.
Nothing was separate because who am I to say? Who am I to do that? I'm not God. If we serve a
Yeah.
God that's like that, we all be dead.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
We all
Wow.
be lost.
Okay, somebody came back and said, I think Rachel is saying, do men feel the need to approach another man about their actions or just shy away from them or shy away from it?
That's the problem. We don't have enough men that we can sit and talk our problems with each other,
Uh-huh.
and so that's why problems keep going farther and farther. It's like a chain reaction.
Uh-huh.
I learned from talking to somebody. They learn from talking to somebody.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Life is a learning experience. You can't just sit there and not and be lonely, sit there and you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I understand and think that you're going to learn and you're not asking nobody nothing. You're not, trying to
Yeah,
read and be in conversation with other people to find out how to do it because this life what didn't come with no book. You understand what I'm saying?
right.
So a lot of the things that we do is from experience and
Yeah.
learning through other people that have been through it.
hmm And
So absolutely, that's why they say sit down with your elders, sit down with them, and you will learn a whole lot.
right, right. And it took me. I still have a relationship with my mother and father. You know,
Uh huh.
thank God they're still alive.
Right.
And I pray for those that's going through any loss with their mother and father. But I had to
Right.
develop that relationship with my father and actually pay attention to what he's doing and saying.
Uh huh.
Because if I didn't, I would be just like that.
Right. So let me ask you. So, what do you think? And I'm not, I'm not trying to get you to diagnose him or anything.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm far from a doctor.
Amora, you lost your audio.
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just took the microphone off right quick. Because I gotta go turn this air down again. It's so cold in here. But anyway, but what do you said you far from a doctorate, but what do you think from a man's point of view? Because I think as a man, y'all sometimes try to do a lot to try to impress women and stuff like that. And that's his main fan base, women. Why do you think that he does some of the things that he do, like as far as uh, being braggadocious about money, material things, and this, that, and the other. Like, how do you feel as a man seeing another man do that, or is that just something just men just do?
Well, um, just by going reading through his posts, some of the things he say, I could tell he has a real big ego. That's the problem,
Mm-hmm.
and he has no one around him to check him on that.
Yeah.
So that's the issue. Like what they say, your real friends are going to tell you what you do not want to hear all the time. So, well,
Right.
some of the time. And when brothers like me go on his page and tell him about himself, he kind of feel like we're disrespecting.
So have you? Oh, that's a good question. So have you said anything to him?
Oh yeah, all the time. But him and his fan base come to
They
see
come
me,
after you.
come after me and see, that, oh, you're being negative, uh, you're negative. What? And they always compare what he's doing to what she's doing. What about Bree? What you know? Bree did this, but he's a man. Don't let it get to that point for her to have opportunity to do things that she's doing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
The
that's my thing.
people, the people in his fan base, they're not used to having anything. So they look at what he shows and what he flashes as their big things, like a Tesla and things like that. So that impresses them. If you look at people that really have money, they don't brag like that. They don't
Nah,
flash like that.
I agree,
Go
Terry.
they don't go out of their way for stuff like that. Like a Tesla, that doesn't impress me. You know,
Me
that
neither.
it really doesn't. And what he
No
does,
car impressed me. No car.
no, impress me with land and property and deeds and things like
right,
that.
right,
Me
Will impress
either.
me.
right,
Yeah.
Generational wealth, that impresses me.
right.
Not that
Right.
little stuff that he flashing and that fake Amazon money and stuff like that doesn't impress me.
Right.
Well, to tell you the truth, that's the way of the world. You know, the world is easily impressed by what they see, the image. You know, it's kind of our fault. I wouldn't say my fault, but as a man, we put that image out there so they can gravitate on money, cars, and they think, but by us showing off like that, they think that, okay, yeah, he has it like that, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not the case all the time.
Right.
Yeah, so all he has to do is just say, if he say God to God, hey, he has to have God. It has to be the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
In order,
Oh,
in order for God to get him.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my goodness. So listen, the guy got me, but do you have God?
Right.
Amen. Oh, Tim,
Oh,
preach. Preach, Tim. Preach.
do you have God?
Preach,
God got me,
Tim.
but do you have God? Is God with you? Wow. So
Preach.
Tim, let me ask you something. What made you? How did you find my page?
Well, I found you on the Beehive whatever, the Beehive Live. I follow both platforms. I follow his and I
Mm-hmm.
follow hers.
Okay.
You know, just to, pretty much give him some, I want to say encouraging words to,
Right.
to let him know where he's wrong is
Uh-huh.
and where her wrong is sometimes.
Right.
But I can't I
And
can't I can't necessarily blame her because um by a man, I believe in foundation. You
Right.
can't build a house without
Laying that
concrete.
foundation.
Right. And
Yes.
us men, we are the foundation.
Woo! And a lot
amen.
of people
Preach it.
say she's immature and this, that, and the other, but she's been with him for 6 years. And you know what I've said? I said, your man, it tells your actions as a woman tell what type of man you're with. Because we supposed to help each other develop, right? But him supposed to be in the leader. And if you know anything about leadership, your leader helps develop you.
Right.
You
Amen.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Your leader, I'm a leader, right? I
Hmm.
have to help develop my soldiers. If I have a bad soldier, I need to look at my leadership. Do you
Yes,
understand what I'm saying?
yes.
You have to.
Especially if I've been a leader of this soldier for a while.
Right.
Yep.
So I am failing in my leadership duties. Is if after 6 years I have a bad, seed. Not saying that Brianna is a bad seed, but for them to try to come at her like, oh, she's so immature, she's this, she that, she this. look who was her leader.
Yes. And if
Yeah,
my unit fails, I'm responsible.
Exactly.
yeah. I'm responsible for how I think, and I'm responsible for how sometimes you think. We are
You know,
responsible for we are responsible for our own, souls.
I'm gonna put it
But
on
if you,
mute right quick
mhm,
because
but if you,
Marlene got an echo. Okay, go
oh,
ahead,
okay.
Tim.
But if you're in a marriage, you
Uh-huh.
become one.
Yes.
Some people don't. Some people don't agree with that.
They don't operate like that. Some people don't.
Yeah,
But
but
I do. I understand where you're coming from.
yeah, we become
So
one.
what you do is what is a representation of what he does, and what he does is a representation of what you do. You guys are one.
Right, right, right. We are one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny how I mean, me being married to my wife for 16 years, I can see the hurt in her eyes, and she don't even
Yes.
have to say a word to me. I feel her
Woo,
pain.
damn.
You know, um,
Yes.
so that hurts me, and I don't even
Yes.
have to know what's going on with
You are you know, I gotta give it to you, Tim. Like you are what most women would love. You understand what I'm saying?
her.
Like I'm sure that these women on this panel will agree with me. Marlene, are you there? You had a little echo in your mic.
Yes. Listen, Tim is dropping some
He
gems. He
he is.
he's
Tim, this is
speaking
Marlene. She
fast.
is very, she's into church like you are.
Oh, praise God. Um, to tell you the truth, I wasn't always this way. Like what I said before,
Yeah, but you learned. You
I learned.
learned. And
I'm
it
gonna
sounds
tell you.
like you learned a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you how I learned.
Tell me,
I learned.
yes.
I learned from her.
Woo!
I
Yes,
learned.
you
I
that's
learned.
true.
I learned from her. I didn't. I had to put my pride aside and actually listen to what she needed from me. And it's not that hard. It wasn't that hard.
Now you know they have an 11-year age difference between the two, right?
Yeah.
And what I don't understand, Tim, is how can they hold a young woman that's 11 years his younger accountable for everything and don't hold him accountable, one, being older, and two, being a man?
Well, we don't know. I mean, we don't know what his past like what he experienced in that. You know, but how his upbringing and how he grew up. I know
Hmm.
he said that his mom had passed,
Right.
and he quite used that for a while now.
Yes.
But
For a while.
for a while, but
And what do you think about that?
uh, I can't sit there and say he should move on from that because I
Hmm.
don't know. I don't know how long it takes everybody to heal from their past traumas.
Okay.
Just to be fair on him, sometimes just to be fair on him.
No, I get it. I get
Yeah.
it. Hmm.
I, um. But then again, it's time for him to pick up his bed and walk
Right.
and and actually forgive. That's the thing. Forgiveness. If you have unforgiveness in your heart,
Come on,
it don't
Tim.
even. Uh huh.
Come on. That's
Yeah.
it.
If you have unforgiveness in your heart, it don't even have to be towards that individual. It could be towards someone else. You
Hmm.
bring your actions will bring that towards that individual. You know, just
Hmm.
like for an example, if I don't forgive my mother, I'm going to see something that my wife that reminds me of my mother, and I'm gonna treat her according to how my mother treated me, and that's not fair.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I think that's what his case was. I don't know if it's his sisters, any of his sister or his mother,
Hmm.
but he took that. He could have took that past trauma into his marriage, and that's a big no
Right.
no.
Yeah. Wow, I just don't understand how I really and I just don't understand how the his supporters, how they go after her so hard and they hold him accountable for absolutely nothing. That's the part that just have me baffled. That's
That's
the part
yeah.
I do not understand whatsoever. As a man, and I get it what you're saying is because one, they may not be used to having a man in
Hmm.
their home. You know what I mean? Maybe they've never had a man, a husband, a daddy, a uncle, or whatever. Maybe they don't know the role of a man. But I know I've been married for 15 years and I know the role of a man. You know what I mean?
Right. And here's the thing: you're not going to check what you're subject to. You're not going to
Right.
correct anything else. Just for instance, for an example,
Ooh.
if he if they're experiencing some type of abuse in their own home and they
Uh-huh.
don't check their guy, they're not going to check somebody that they don't even hardly see.
Right. And not only do they not check him, they call him king. They worship him.
Yeah, and that's dangerous,
Yeah.
but
Because
you
it
he
says
put
it's
that
okay what you did.
yeah, but he puts that limelight, he put that halo over his head,
Yeah.
making people believe that. Just like the tattoo, he said, "I am a god." No, sir, there's only one God.
Right.
We're made in this image. That's why we're called human beings,
Uh-huh.
because we're living beings. We're not
Right.
gods. There's
Right.
only one God.
Wow. Let me ask the audience. Do y'all have any questions for Tim, Marlene, Terry? I had put y'all on mute because somebody kid was talking. Do y'all have questions for Tim? This is great. I'm glad you popped up, and I hope I have more guys come to the panel. You know what I mean?
I don't mind at all. I mean,
I would just say, Amora, it is so good to hear from a man's perspective,
Mm-hmm.
especially a man of God that can tell you, where he messed up. And what I got, what really, really hit me is when he was talking about, and we talked about this before, that the man is the head.
Mm-hmm.
When Eve sinned, God didn't say, Eve, where art thou? He said, Adam, where art thou? Because Adam was
right,
Mm-hmm.
the head. And the first thing that Adam said was, the woman you gave me. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she had
Mm-hmm.
her punishment, but God was looking at the head. And then another thing that came to me as
I'm
Tim was
sorry.
talking, how women are like, we're like incubators. What you give to us, we turn it into something. So
Mm-hmm.
if you give us a seed, we will give you a baby. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If you give
Oh
us
yeah.
love, we're going to give you compassion. And
Mm-hmm.
also, a
Mm-hmm.
woman, I learned this from a pastor a long time ago. She said, every man and every woman, like every man has a king and a fool in him, and every woman has a queen and a fool in her. The one that you speak to is the one that's going to come out. So it's
right.
basically
Yes.
like a woman flows off of her man.
Exactly. That is so true. And you are so right. I literally just told my husband, yeah, today, earlier today, I said, we were just talking in general. I said, we are a good mix. You came into my life for a reason. My husband, he became my calm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're a good mix. Like, my husband I'm more the rah guy, guy. Look, guy, right? I'm more
Mm,
the rah person in the relationship. But since being married to him, I've learned to mellow out. He's calmed me in some type of way. I don't know what it is, but it's just like he's brought some type of calmness in my life. You know what I mean?
right. And
Yes, like he's my calm.
and not just, I'm not trying to be a simp or whatever they say that is. Um, women have been going through a lot with us men. We put y'all through the trenches, and I've seen that
Mm,
growing up. You know,
yes,
with you know, family members like my uncles and some stuff. Just going up seeing things. We have put y'all through a lot,
yes,
and um, it's time for men like myself or other men that in this world to step up and protect our women,
yes.
protect them from protect them emotionally, physically,
Mm-hmm.
even spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
Spiritually is the first, should be the first thing that we should protect them, because, like what I said, if we keep Christ first,
Right.
we keep God first,
Mm-hmm.
everything falls in order.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So,
Right. Absolutely.
and
Because
I've
God
seen
would
that.
have told him, I understand totally what you're saying, because God would have said, no matter how much you want a lick back or how much you want to do this or whatever, God would have stopped him and prevented him from out, lashing out, right? Because
Right,
initially he came out and said it was a skit when he got caught in a lie, and she said, "No, I'm not going to say it's a skit, this, that, and the other." And then he almost forced her to come out and tell her truth, right?
right.
Because of what the sister and brothers getting involved in this, that, and the other. But I think if he had God in his life, I think he would have said, "Brianna, let's take this offline. Let's take this before God, and let's come back with a sound mind, even though we're at each other's throat right now, even though we're going to get a divorce." But they would have came back with a sound mind and said, "You know what, we're going to we are going to get a divorce, we're going to handle this offline." She could have said, "He's not a woman beater. I just want y'all to know he's not a woman beater, but he has neglected me emotionally, and he has roughed me up here and there." Now, Tim, let me ask you this: do you believe that he put his hands on her?
If a man go out of his way and call a woman a B, then he's not going to be afraid to put his hands on her,
Woo! 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 Oh my
because
goodness.
what the heart speaks, you're going to act what the heart speaks.
Oh my good. Did y'all just hear that?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So if a man is quick to call a woman a B, he wouldn't hesitate to put his hands on her.
He wouldn't, not at all,
Woo.
because
Mm.
um, I'm not going to sit there and say she allowed him to, but what she should have did was checked him on that
First time out the gate.
first time out the gate. If she
She should have
allows that,
scared the shit out of him. She should have threw a pot of hot grits on his ass.
yeah.
Oh, excuse my language. I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. You ain't got to. You know, I understand. I'm not a preacher or anything. Yeah, I'm not one say. I wouldn't say I'm a preacher, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you act on what your heart, you know,
Ooh, somebody
speak.
said his spirit would have been convicted. Yeah.
Yeah,
So somebody else want to ask you a question. They said, "What do you think about the husband's family getting involved? Do you think that it was appropriate? Can you relate to why they got involved, and how would you handle it differently?" Ooh, she got some questions. I love it,
I
beautiful
know, right?
queen. And
What what?
if you can see it, you can answer one at a time if you want.
Okay, let me see. What do you
Y-
think about the husband's family getting involved? What husband?
Yeah, RH, his family, his sister and brother getting involved
Oh,
in it.
the husband's family.
Yeah,
His family.
his family, right.
First of all, I would have checked them on that.
Whew. Yes.
I would have checked them on that,
Yes.
because there's no two kings in one kingdom. So
Right.
I can control what's going on in my house.
Mm-hmm.
You control what's going on at your house.
Mm.
You get
Mm.
you get what I'm saying. So
Totally.
it's like this. How can I expect respect from you if you continue to get in my personal space? And no
Right.
matter no matter how much you love me or trying to protect me, you make me look like a fool. Like I can't take care of my own. I can't hold my own down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I believe with that. I would have checked them on that. No, that's a
Yes.
no no. That's
Yeah.
a big
This
no
don't have
no.
nothing to do with y'all. Step back. Step back. This is us. We got this.
Right. Can you relate? Can he relate why they did get involved? Like what I said, they they were too emotional.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're family members. I understand that, and they try to
Mhm.
protect his image, protect their
Mhm.
brother on what they believe on if she's lying or not. You know,
Mhm.
I can understand that, but like what I said before, you take care of yours, I take care of mine. I'm not going to get
Mhm.
into your issues. Don't get into mine.
Mm. Yes.
How would he handle it differently? Like what I said, talk to him. Let him put your foot down on him and
Mhm.
let him know that you got this.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
it's time for him to be a man. He's 40 something years old.
42. Yeah.
42.
Mhm.
He got to be on his own because he about 50.
Right.
8 years to go for 50. You got to stand on your own 2 feet.
Terry, you're not muted now, babe.
Oh, I just wanted to say something real quick and then I'm going to step down. Um, I just wanted to let everybody know in the chats. I don't know who else married or whatever. I just need to say this real quick and I'm going to drop down. Tim, you are wonderful. I just wanted to let you know
Mhm.
your perspective has brought such a bright light into the chat. We need more men on this chat. And
Yes.
I commend you for everything that you said. And your wife is a very lucky woman. Your children are very lucky.
Thank you.
But
Yes.
Thank
marriage
you.
is marriage is work, and people don't realize that you have
Yes,
to
it
That's
is.
work
true.
at it, and you do
Mhm.
have to keep God at the head of your marriage. God
Right.
has to be
Right.
first. My husband and I, like I said, we'll be married 31 years next month, but 17 years into the marriage, we were ready to call it quits. We had gone to counseling and everything. And the counselor
Mhm.
said the problem was we had been married too long. Like I said, we got married at 21 and 23.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a marriage retreat, and I don't know if a lot of people have ever heard of it. It's called Retrovai. And if anybody needs me to spell it out, I'll send to a more. She can post it, and it is
Okay.
ran by a Catholic. It's a Catholic organization, but you don't have to be Catholic to attend. And it's a weekend retreat, and they don't discriminate by financial, ability to attend. And you go away for a weekend with your spouse, and they find that a lot of times marriages break up because people don't know how to communicate. And this came to me because of what you were saying about your wife being able to communicate to you what was hurting her. And you were able to accept that, absorb that, and work on what your wife was saying to you and fix it. And a lot of times people don't do that, especially men. They don't hear what their spouses are saying to them, what's bothering them, and be able to fix it and continue to work on their marriages.
Mhm.
This Retchbot organization, a lot of it is teaching couples how to communicate effectively with each other and how to really listen and learn each other, how to talk to each other, and how to really feel what their spouse is saying to them, and how to take that home and work on their marriage in order to be able to make their marriage work. So, if anybody needed information on that, that is what really saved my marriage. So,
Okay.
if anybody needed that information, like I said, it's called Retrovive, and it really saved our marriage because counseling did not save our marriage.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, that's all I'm
Um.
going to say. And I'm going to drop down and let you guys continue. I have to take my son to the gym now. I'm the AAU basketball mom, too. So,
Okay. Thanks,
Um.
Terry, so much.
you're welcome. Love you
Thank you.
guys.
Okay, love you too,
Yes,
Terry.
love you too.
You're gonna
Um.
tell.
All right. Bye bye.
She hit.
Bye.
She hit a nerve when she said that. Um. Her and her husband was going to give up on their marriage, and I'm
Mhm.
speaking
After
for me.
17 years.
After 17 years, I'm speaking for me. I was, in prayer, and
Mhm.
I was, um. As a matter of fact, no. To tell you the truth, I was drinking at the time, not in
Mhm.
prayer. I'm telling you the truth.
Mhm.
And then, at that time, this was 5 years ago, I was about to give up on my marriage and say, you know what? I'm too good for this and too good for that to be dealing with
Mm-hmm.
this and dealing with that. And God said, if you open your heart and let me in, I can save your marriage.
Mm-hmm.
But in order for you to let me in, you have to get rid of that ego.
The ego. Okay.
I had a real bad ego, which caused me to have a drinking issue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't drink anymore. You know, I stopped drinking. I stopped smoking. I
Because
really,
you want
really,
to save your marriage.
I wanted to save my marriage. My marriage is the
Mm-hmm.
most important thing to me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you could put me in a room full of different women, and all I think about is her. That's how much I love this woman. And
Mm-hmm.
but I had to let God in my heart for me to love her the way I should. I should love her
Mm-hmm.
because at the time I didn't know how to.
Mm-hmm.
So I by me opening my heart to God, He showed me different people that I need to be around more. That's the thing too. With us men, we have to be around more like-minded men that's married, that's not into the street life.
Right.
You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Right.
That can that
Absolutely.
that was able, I'm grateful for those men that was able to tell me, you're not right. This is not right. Go
Right.
back
Right.
home. Go back home to your wife and your
Mm-hmm.
kids. That's the thing I think that he's missing over there. He don't have somebody to tell him, okay, you know what, you're not right. Go back to your
Right.
wife.
Mm-hmm.
He has a whole bunch of enablers over there telling him what he wants to hear,
Right.
and that's dangerous if you want to
It
be
is.
in a relationship with a good woman.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep, that's true.
yeah,
And I mean, she had mentioned that he had threatened her with divorce a lot, right? He's always brought up the divorce word, and she was a single mom with 3 kids, and I'm sure she didn't want to. And then when she had Amora, that made her have 4 kids, I'm sure she didn't want to like just jump back at out there and start all over. So he used divorce over her head as a scare, tech what am I trying to say, technique or
Tactic.
whatever, a tactic. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, technique, a
all right, so
scare
I know
tactic. So why do you think that was, why do you think that a man would do something like that?
control.
Mm.
We always do that to control.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So have you ever threatened to divorce your wife?
uh, if I have, I don't remember because I don't do it as I didn't used to do it as frequent. I didn't do it as much.
Yeah, my husband has never threatened to divorce me ever, because he
She,
probably know I'm a little.
yeah,
I'll probably be like, well, let's do it then. Let's go.
yeah,
I would make him eat his words. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I'm
I
like, oh, you
understand.
gonna eat this? You gonna stand on this? You gonna?
Hmm.
But but on the flip side, I've threatened to divorce him. But those was early on in the years. Like, we took it off the table. Now we say the D word is not even allowed in our conversation. You know what
Same
I mean?
here. Same here.
Yeah, we took it off the table. It's not an option.
Yeah, and
It's not an option.
whenever she feel that because how my wife works, you never know um, that you did something wrong to her because you could tell by her actions.
Hmm.
She ignores you. She stays to herself. She don't say anything to you. And I seen that. I see
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
And what I was going to say, he should have saw that in Brianna because Brianna, I've seen that in her way more than he had.
You seen what in
It's,
her?
the shoulder brushing and when he wanted to take a
Oh yeah,
picture of her, she look away and you could tell
yeah.
she's not comfortable.
She wasn't there, and
She
he didn't
wasn't
even He didn't even pick that up.
Yeah, he wasn't. She wasn't mentally there. She was just
Right.
physically there. I've seen it
Right.
all. He should have seen the body language. He
Yeah.
should have picked that. He should have picked that up right from the get go and say, you know what? All right, we're gonna talk. We need to talk. What's wrong? How can
Right.
what can I do to make you feel, you know, we can bring this love back together. You
Yeah.
know, like how we first met. And
I
that's what I.
think I don't think that I don't know, I can't say I don't think that he cared, but I just think that it just seemed like, he may have thrown up in her face so many times. Look what I've done for you. And that's another thing. What about this? What does this man get off on saying? I built you, I made you, I created you. You're who you are because of me. Where in the world that type of stuff come from?
Like what I said, pride, ego. Because to tell you the truth, I'm nothing without my wife.
Woo!
I'm nothing.
Woo!
I, I'm
Marlene, you hear this?
Listen, your wife is your favor. And a lot
yes.
of people don't understand that. Your
Woo!
wife is your favor.
She comes
That's
be.
how.
Say that.
hmm She comes before me, even me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She comes before me all the time. So
Mm,
it's like I made that to commitment to God to put Him first and
mm,
put my family first. They all come before me.
mm.
So any pride or ego that's in my life, I had to leave that at the altar
Mm, mm,
when
mm.
we get married. Before we got married,
Mm,
that's how I live my life today.
mhm. Wow, that's
If she need
excellent.
if she needs anything, I drop what I do. Go ahead and take care of her. See, a lot of men, younger or older, or even the same age, they don't think like that.
Right.
They put
No.
themselves over their family
Yep.
to keep up with their image.
Yep. And what do you think about him wanting them to get a divorce, but still be, kicking it offline and then get back together 5 or 6 years down the line so his music career can jump off? Because women don't like, I guess, men with um wife and kids. They won't support him if he has a wife and kids. You know what I mean?
Rightly so. Um, but that's the image that he created. You set that fire, and you expect not to get burned.
Would you even tell your wife to let y'all get a divorce and then get remarried in 5 or 6
No,
years and y'all live apart?
no, not one bit. There's no contract that's enough. No contract is worth for me losing my wife. Nothing.
Right.
I can be, I can work a regular 9 to 5 and be happy with that and keep my
Hmm.
wife. Then to just throw her out in the street so I can do what I want to do.
Hmm.
That's
And do you
not me.
think that's what it is that he wanted to do? He wanted to do what he wanted to do, or you think he was really about that music career?
I mean, we're men.
Right.
When we want a divorce, it's only the two things: we want to play on the side,
Hmm.
or we want to play on the side.
You just want to play on the
We want to
side
be free
or play on
to
the
play on the
side?
side, to play on the side.
Oh my goodness.
We want to play.
He wanted to
And
play. He playing all right.
yeah,
And now he mad at her. And then here's another thing. Now, if he was over her, like he says, he's unbothered. He can't wait till the divorce be final. Blah 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 blah. Would he even be doing all this?
well, it's another way to let females know that I'm free. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? He putting himself out there to let these women know that he's free now. Don't worry.
So him bashing, him making the little comments back and forth with her, I can't wait till my divorce is final, free Rob, whatever, and sign the papers and all that stuff. You think he's not necessarily doing that to irritate her, but to let other people know he's available?
Oh, look at his following.
Yeah.
It's 85% women, 15% men.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? Look at his following.
Right. Shoot,
If
I think it's
if it
more
was the
like
other way around,
95% women and 5% men.
that's yeah. I sometimes often feel that you got some men on there that will. I've seen that take up for him, in his
Mm-hmm.
actions. Don't get me wrong. I got love for the brother. I love the brother.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Because
What do you love about him? I mean, I'm just curious.
it's not the fact that what I love about him. I
You
love him
godly love
because
him?
say it again.
Is it like a godly love, or you think they
Godly
be
love
dropping? Okay,
because
got you.
every day you wake up, that's still an opportunity to change who you are.
Okay, got you.
You get what I'm saying? Because if God didn't love us, we'll be lost. Who am
That's
I to
true.
say? Who am I to say I hate this person for this or for that? You know, just
Right.
I can.
Your mic went down again, Tim.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. I can come off as negative sometimes, but it doesn't mean that I have hate for the brother.
Mm-hmm.
Because the truth, like what they say, the truth will set you free.
The truth will set you free.
Yeah, and that's what he needs. He needs to hear the truth.
Yeah.
He called himself the truth, but he don't want to hear the truth.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
And he absolutely do not like me whatsoever.
I know that I heard the exchange the last time with his brother, and I've heard that. But that was you held yourself pretty well to me with that one. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We all gonna stumble and fall. We're not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
some people say some things that you're not gonna like. You respond,
Right.
but as long as you actually know where you were wrong at and working on fixing it.
Right.
That's
Right.
that's
Right.
the thing. That's the thing with him. I believe he know where he's wrong, but his ego is so big to where he don't want to acknowledge it because that's gonna mess his image up.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he acknowledged that he's wrong on some things, he's not gonna fight against his own fan base.
Right. And he don't want to lose that fan base, because I think the only reason why he pressed charges against her was because his fan base basically said, if you don't do anything by tomorrow, we're done with you.
Yeah. This is entertainment, but then you got to be careful because
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of demons and devils out there
Yeah.
that's looking to and trying to get you to say the wrong things, do the wrong things. That
Mm-hmm.
it's just too late to regret.
That's true.
You
And
can't
and and
commit,
and their co-parenting relationship is going to be difficult.
right? See that thing I was gonna use that as an experience example
Mm-hmm.
with Dasharia, with the oldest girl, and
Mm-hmm.
how she feels towards her father. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
take some time. It's going to take more than just a couple of days or weeks
Mm-hmm.
to build that relationship back up.
Mm-hmm.
So
They
that's
blame her for that too, though.
yeah. I've seen that. I've seen that. And
Mm-hmm.
they're not right because she's as of age to where she know how she feels.
Exactly.
She's as of age to where
You 37 and you way more mature than he is. You should have the 8.9 million followers.
nah. I wish. I wish.
but but you should though, Tim. I mean, good God Almighty, you are dropping some gems. Like, you are hitting it on the nose. And they probably wouldn't want to listen to you over there. They probably call you weak and all kind of stuff because they don't
They
want to hear what you have to say.
they can call me weak all they want, but
Yeah.
my strength is in the Lord,
Come
it's in
on.
Yes.
God,
Mm.
um it's it's all about respect.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't respect my own daughter's words, or I'll allow wrong folks to go on her platform
Mm.
and tell her things like that, who am I to expect her to respect me?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And his daughter is posting Cash App saying she need $12 and that type of stuff on her page, and he's like just telling people that somebody said he said last night that he has a little less than 20 million.
See, that's the thing. He got to be careful with that too, because everything that you say on this internet is documented.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
the baby mother could go to court and use that against him. And
Get child
he,
support based on
yeah,
20 million.
yeah, and he don't even have it.
At all.
You get what I'm saying? So you got to be careful what you say,
That's true.
trying to keep up with the Joneses. That's what they say, to make your image look good, and you don't even have it.
Yes. Somebody said ask him how important was your upbringing in developing the man that you are.
At first it wasn't. It was slept on. I slept on it. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't as important to me because I used to think like, okay, yeah, all I want to do is just get high, get drunk, mess with a
Mm-hmm.
few girls, but until I found God in my life and my wife,
Mm-hmm.
that was 16 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
all that changed. See, I grew up with my wife. I knew my wife since I was 10 years old, 10, 11 years old.
10, okay.
Yeah, and I knew what she didn't like. I know what she liked. I knew her
Mm-hmm.
favorite things.
Mm-hmm.
So when we started to be serious with each other, she laid some rules down for me.
Woo, them boundaries. Woo, I love
She
it. I'm
she laid
loving this.
yeah
She set them boundaries,
she
huh?
set them boundaries for me.
Woo.
She said, you're not gonna do this with me.
Mm.
So I
Mm-mm-mm.
had to change
Bring it.
for
Come on.
her.
Come on.
I had to change for her.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't comfortable at first because I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't used to it,
Mm.
but I had to do it for the sake of her.
Yes. Because
And
that's your bride and you want to keep your bride.
I want to keep my bride. I
Yes.
had to let my ego go for her. And the things I used to do, I didn't do anymore
Mm-hmm.
because
Yes.
of her.
Now, how long did y'all date before y'all got married?
Ooh, let me see. We married for 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we dated 2 years before we got married.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to college, and then after we completed college, we got married.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, y'all just don't know. My wife been with me every step of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I had COVID, almost died from that. I had a stroke last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I've been through some things, and she's still here.
Mm-hmm.
I had to give her that. It's
Mm-hmm.
as far as what Kevin saying, he made her. No, you gotta look at the sacrifices that she laid out for him too when he was sick.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because men don't realize that the love for y'all have for us makes us stronger,
Right.
and that's slept on.
Yeah, it is slept on.
It's slept on very bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's slept on. Um, y'all love keep us going. She's
Yep.
she's the reason why I'm alive today. Because if she would have gave up on me, I would have gave up on myself.
Right. Ooh. Mm.
Yeah. So
And
that's why it's.
people, and they
Mhm.
say she wasn't, I mean, of course, they say everything possible negative about her. She wasn't there. She didn't cook. She didn't clean. She didn't take care of him. She was lazy. She's not a good mom. Like, I mean, every aspect of her life, they try to tear her down. And from
No.
a woman's point of view, I know that's jealousy.
Yeah. For me, all you have to do is just be there.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough love for me. You don't have to cook for me. You don't have to clean for me. All you have to
Mm,
do is just be there. I can
mm,
see your face before I go to sleep every night, knowing
mm-hmm.
that you're there.
Now, do you
That's
help
good
cook?
enough.
Do you help cook and clean in your house, or is that your wife, or y'all have like duties,
Oh, we share duties.
roles?
I go grocery shopping, she cook, or vice
Mm-hmm.
versa. She go grocery shopping, I cook.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the laundromat, she separate the clothes. She
Mm-hmm.
goes to the laundromat, I separate the clothes,
Mm-hmm.
fold the clothes. I cook, I clean,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have three kids. Most of all my kids is teenagers, so they help out a lot too.
And were you a
Um,
hands-on dad, or did she do most of it?
she did most of it at the beginning,
Okay. Well,
and
I'm glad you even being honest, because I know if we would ask another person that question, they would automatically say, "Oh, I was very hands-on." You know what I mean? I was always hands-on. I was probably
no,
more
no,
hands-on than anybody. You know what I
no, no.
mean?
The old me, you probably this is surprising to y'all. The old me, you would probably put me in the same category as a Robert.
But wow,
The
look how
old
transparent and thorough you're being with us. You're letting us know this, and we don't even know you. Like,
Yeah.
you're taking accountability, and we don't even know you.
Yes.
that's my testimony.
Woo! I
Uh,
love it.
that's my testimony. God has changed me, and
Mm,
and
mm,
and
mm,
um
mm.
and I'm grateful for that.
You
God has changed
should
me,
be.
and He saved my life. Not only
Mm,
she saved my life. So it's only right for me to give back what's give back to God what He's given to me. Give back to my wife what she has given me. She gave me kids,
mm,
beautiful
mm,
kids.
mm.
She sacrificed her life to give me three beautiful children. That's slept on.
Yeah.
That's
It is definitely slept on, because there's a lot of black women dying from
yeah,
childbirth.
yeah.
That is slept on. A
That's
woman bury your children, and you want to see her behind bars
I
over
wouldn't
some internet beef.
I wouldn't do that.
And not saying that she didn't do anything wrong, because that's wrong, but
Hmm.
they still could have handled it offline, and he could have stopped it before it even got to that point.
Yeah. Um, like what I said in the beginning, I wouldn't I wouldn't have done that. It's time
Mm,
for
mm,
us
mm.
men to separate ourselves and put our work boots on.
Mm.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So put your feelings aside
Yes.
and try to work things out for the sake of your children.
See, he'll
Cause
probably call you all type of names, because that's not what he want to hear. And those women will not tell him what you're saying. Those women will say, "No, get your lick back. She been doing this. She been doing that. She been doing this. Forget them kids. Get your lick back." And then try to go take custody of the child, knowing the daughter is freaking terrified of him right now.
and that's the devil. If you um persuade someone to hurt someone,
Mm-hmm.
that's not of God. How can I say that? It's not. It's
Mm-hmm.
like when you say God got me, he said God
Mm-hmm.
got me.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have God by showing that you're not going to do certain things what people say. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right, right.
So he has to have God now. He has to. No more
So y'all
dropping
hit.
lows and then I hate you more.
Mm-hmm.
No more of that. He got to be a light to not only for his fan base but for his children.
Mm.
Show them what kind of man they need to be, what kind of, not what they need to be, they need to have. Show them
Mm-hmm.
that there's more to the just drop it lows. Because 85% of this population in the world is based off of drop it low and I hate you more. Because we living in a lustful society.
Right.
Everything is based around sex, sex,
Mm-hmm.
sex.
Mm-hmm.
Showing the off the women body and degrading women.
Mm-hmm.
He has to show there's more to offer than that.
Right.
hmm That's my problem. Problem. He used God, but then still promote this the drop it lows and I hate you mores and all this type of
Right.
stuff. No, you can't do.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put God's name into something that's not for that don't represent Him.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mhm.
can't do that. Like what my grandparents used to say, you can't straddle the fence or wherever that.
Oh yeah, straddle the
You
fence. Yeah.
can't do that.
Mm. Well, Marlene, talk to him right quick. I gotta go use the bathroom right quick. Hold on, Tim.
I'm
Don't
about
go
to hop
nowhere.
on. I ain't going nowhere now, but I'm about to in a second.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
I would
Marlene, talk.
okay. I would just say how what you said um earlier about how your wife like was able to communicate to you what was
hmm
going on with her. That is so powerful because a lot of men and some women, don't get that when a woman or man comes to you and
hmm
say XYZ, that's an opportunity for you to go ahead and work on that situation. But like you said, God is the head of you
hmm
and you are the head of your wife. And so that always, if you follow that role and keep God first, if God is not first, what do you have to work with? Because again, the woman, Christ said, love your wife as Christ loved the church. So
Right.
you show love to your wife by how, show God's love to your wife because he said, love your wife as Christ loved the church. So when you love on your wife, that's how God loves on the church. So
Right.
people don't get that, like it's something, and we all are going to be accountable to God on our rules and what we did. Like your works are going to be way before God. And I think people don't understand that because it's not just about you keep saying, God forgive me. There are consequences to the things that we do. And a lot of stuff that I've said, me personally, I've tried to get both sides to stop doing certain things. And more of them and everybody, a lot of them they stopped, but some didn't. And the thing about it is that God looks at that. Like I remember when everybody was on a more platform, and then they was like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stop. And people think that God is not looking at this. God is not pleased with how this has played out on social media, and there are going to be consequences to this. Like, because the thing about it is, like I said, me personally, I started praying for her because I remember one time when I didn't like certain things, like you don't like certain things that are said. And I remember the way that the Lord broke it down to me. He said, look, I only hold you accountable for what you do. He said, you're not responsible for what they do to you. I hold you accountable for what you do. So all of this stuff that's going on, people are going to be held accountable for this stuff. And that's why my thing, I'm like, okay, God, work it out, you
Right.
know, let it stop. But you're saying some real nuggets, Tim, like you're dropping some nuggets. And if a lot of men actually, because you're using your testimony, like you're not saying that you were perfect, you're saying,
hmm
hey, I've been there, I've done some things that I'm not proud of, but I wasn't willing to lose my favor.
Right.
And I love that. I
Thank you.
love that.
Um, I'm not proud of the things I have done, or like what I said. Yeah, I'm not proud of the things that I'm not even all the way proud of myself just as of yet because I know that there's still room for improvement. I know there's some areas that I still need to work on.
Always, because we're not perfect.
Right,
Yep.
right, and it took me a while to get here where I'm at because it took the patience of a woman.
Yes.
See that's the thing. Um, that's slept on as well
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
because I know that there's a thin line. We're us men. We're walking on thin ice with you women. And I want to mean to say to you women, but with women, period, in general, we're
Mm.
on thin ice, and I can understand that because all of the trauma and hell we put you through, a person can only take so much.
That's
That's
true.
a person in general.
That,
But for a woman to still stick behind her man after he calls trauma to a woman, to a weaker vessel, I have to you know tip my hat to you women because that's tough.
mm.
That is tough. In today's world, it's tough to stick by a man that constantly hurts you.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
That's true. And it
That,
should be and a man or a woman should be able to come to the table. I know a Christian couple, they used to call it heated fellowship,
hmm
but they would actually go and they would sit down and they would talk about everything that was going on so that they had a solution. And
hmm
once they left that, hey, that was done and over with. But they called it heated fellowship because hey, I got some things I need to get off my chest and you got some things you need to get off yours.
hmm
But hey, we're gonna work through this. We're gonna pray about it. We're gonna say how we feel, and then we're gonna find out what we can do to be better, and then
hmm
we're gonna pray and we're gonna leave it there. Like they was inviting God, hey God, we need your help in these areas. Like
Right.
we really need your help. And I think that's the thing that a lot of couples don't do. Like I always encourage couples to pray. Like some that I know
Yes.
that are not even saved, I say I would encourage them, hey, start with praying before you go to bed.
hmm
Pray over your day, pray over your children before you go to sleep. I encourage people to pray and have that time with God. I don't care if it's 5 minutes a day. I don't care if it's 2 minutes before you go to sleep. Husband
Right.
and wives should pray together.
Yeah. We have a okay. I won't say okay. We have a strong prayer life,
Mm,
but it took me to say okay. We're getting a little too comfortable. We need to pray.
mm.
It took me to start the action. I can't expect
Love
her
all
to. I
this.
can't expect her to always lead for me because
Mm.
that's out of order.
True.
And God placed that on my heart and said, you know what? It's time for you to pray.
See?
See, everything starts off with the man.
The man.
Yep,
The man. Everything starts with the man.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
We can make or break a day easily.
Yep.
We can make it or break it easily. But it starts with as you know. I was going to say this. Even if my wife decides to leave me, I can't get mad about it because you know why? It's been I had too many chances to get the things right. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
as far as I believe, Brianna came to Robert so many times until
I
she was at
believe
her
so too.
breaking point,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't get
Because he
mad.
wouldn't have made that song about I hate you more and I promised I'm gonna change and all that stuff.
Yeah,
He wouldn't even made that song if that song was based off of the issues that they were having.
yeah,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
I can't hate the mother of my children. I can't do it. That's a
Whew.
no. I can't do that. I don't even have the heart to hate anyone.
Because if you can hate the mother, you can hate the child.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Because like what I said, there's going to be some things that is going to remind the daughter of the mother that he's not going to like, and he's going to
Mm-hmm.
compare the two, and he's going to treat the daughter according to how the mother acted towards him, and
Mm-hmm.
that's not fair toward the daughter, to the daughter.
Right. And
But
what is it? What do you think? I mean, I think I asked you this, and I
mhm,
just want to just ask you again, I guess. What do you think with the excuse of I can't get my daughter, she keeping my daughter away from me? Like, why that? When you know that there's an order in place, and all you got to do is just go through the app. Like, why would a man try to make it seem like a woman is keeping his child away from him when she's clearly not?
well, it's to make her look like, I guess, to say the bad guy. You see how everybody's attacking her now for that?
Yeah.
That's what he wanted,
Wow, but that's
and
just
it's not
crazy though, because
it's not
with
right.
women, do people know that you can actually get somebody locked up if you have a order in place? And if they don't let you see your child during that time, do they know that they can get locked up for that?
Yeah, I mean, he has to know, but then again, where's the effort at? I don't see him put put no effort into.
None.
I don't see the effort.
And they
I'm
pay
a type of
him
person.
for that.
I'm a type of person. I'm gonna tell the truth, the whole truth. So help me God.
I love it.
I'm gonna tell the whole truth. Really don't see him putting the effort towards it. His effort is mainly towards the social media.
Mm-hmm.
Her effort is towards this, social media as well.
Mm-hmm.
She's not totally innocent, but then again, I tip my hat off to her because she acknowledged the wrong that she did towards him, while he
Mm-hmm.
didn't actually acknowledge what he did wrong to her. That's hard. You're
Mm-hmm.
looking at you have to have a relationship with someone because you have a child with this person, and you don't want to acknowledge the wrong you've done to that person.
Right.
That's tough. She's in a tough
Right.
place right now. She's tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. And so um I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let y'all go. It's been a pleasure.
It's
You
been
know,
definitely a pleasure for
it's
us
been a
as
pleasure.
well.
I appreciate y'all. The Holy Spirit. I was you know kind of going to
Good.
brush it off a little, but the Lord said, talk to them, talk to y'all, and give
Thank
out your
you.
testimony. You know, give my testimony out and let y'all know that there is a God that looks above. That
Hmm.
he is above and he looks low. He's high. He sits high and looks low. And there's more men that's like me myself that's easily looked over.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But it's time for us men to get out that closet, to get out of our closet and share our testimonies,
Hmm.
because you never know who might need to hear it.
That's
Right.
You
that's
never
true.
know. You never know who gonna need to hear it. Even if Robert do stumble up across, I pray for the brother. I hope he hear what I'm saying. I hope he change, and I hope he um be the man that he is supposed to be towards his daughters, and that's my main thing. I hope he changed his relationship with the Sharia and things like that.
Right.
I hope he worked things out with her. Everybody saying that, oh yeah, he because he's the father, she should be reaching out to him. No, it's not always the case.
Right. He's the father.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should reach out to him. That's not always the case, because we have a stronger will than children.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
And they're
So
our responsibility, right?
Yeah.
right. You can't expect a child to reach out to a 40-something-year-old man, especially if she already expressed how she felt towards him.
Right.
you know. So
Mm-hmm.
I wish the best for him. Even though I don't like his ways, I don't like the things he
Mm-hmm.
say, I still wish the
Mm-hmm.
best for him. That's all we
Right.
could do.
Yeah.
Keep praying for him and
Yeah,
his
we don't
family.
want to see him. We don't want to see
Yeah.
him, hurt or harmed. But
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, like, I don't have a whole lot of respect for him whatsoever. Like, I do not respect him as a man.
Mm-hmm.
As a man, that's
Hey,
my issue.
hey Tim, let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Before you drop down, could you please let the Lord use you to pray over the women that's on this live, and also can you say a prayer for Robert? And the reason why I'm asking you to do that is because I know that you said you see a lot in him that you used to do. And I know
Yeah.
that we overcome by the word of the lamb, by the blood of the lamb, and the word of our testimony. So I just want to ask you to pray for the women if you would, and then if
Mm-hmm.
you would pray for Brianna and also pray for Robert.
Okay. I could try it. I could try it. I'm not the best
Listen,
at it, but
just let the Lord use you.
hmm
You got it.
I got it.
That same prayer that you say God told you to pray, if you give yourself to me, and when you did, that was your breaking point.
hmm
And that was what led you to be where you are today. So it is in you, King, man of God.
Thank
Rise
you.
up and let God use you.
Thank you.
Amen.
Okay, I'll start it off. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day that you gave us. We thank you for starting us, waking us up, starting us on our way. We ask that you bless those that are not fortunate to these days. We ask that you bless the single mothers, even the mothers that's going through something with their marriage. We ask that you please, Lord, forgive those that has trespassed us against us. We ask that you please forgive us for our sins daily. We ask that you please, Lord, be within us always. Remind us that you are God. We ask that you bless us with the knowledge of knowing who you are first, Lord, and all things will come into place. We ask that you cover your hands through your blood of Jesus with Brianna and Robert as well. They can get along for the sake of their children. We ask that you bless our children, bless us, our coming in, going out, Lord. We thank you for many blessings that we do ask. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Well,
Amen.
thank you, Tim. You are
Thank
always
you.
welcome on this panel. I don't know if you know that we also have a show that comes on Tuesdays and Thursdays,
hmm
and it's for moving on after a toxic relationship, where we
hmm
have people actually come and speak about how they were in their relationship, why they chose to get out of it, and how they have moved on gracefully.
Oh, I think
So,
I've seen you had a show a couple of days ago, right?
right on Tuesday.
On Tuesday,
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen, yeah.
That was deep, huh?
That was real deep.
Yeah,
Especially the story with the lady and her
with the
husband. Um, she found out that he was messing around with men.
yes. Mm.
I was like, oh man, this
Oh
is
yeah,
too.
yeah. Yeah,
Oh
that was
man,
deep too. Yes.
that was deep.
That was really deep. Woo, good God Almighty. I don't know what I would have done on that one. And
Yeah,
we have
it's.
two more tonight. So if you're not busy, I know you got a wife and two and three kids.
hmm
But if y'all not busy, if y'all want to tune in, it's at 8 o'clock and it's over at 10. It's gonna be 2 hours.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have my wife. I'm gonna see if my wife will join me as well, so we can.
Yeah, see if she'll join and tap in, and if you
Yeah.
don't mind, if you can subscribe to our channel, that would be great as well.
I think I'm already subscribed. That's why.
Okay, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
I've been subscribed to your channel. I'm thinking I'm
Okay.
gonna have because me and my wife we talked about doing like a not a counseling thing, but we're gonna do a podcast together.
Okay, that'd be great. Well, maybe we can collab or something.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be good.
that'd
She
be
she can give
great.
you her experiences.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
and there's no hate towards me. She can let it the cat out the bag all she
Yeah,
wants.
yeah, yeah. No, that
She
would
can
be
give me
great.
yeah, because I understand that you have a lot of women that followed you as well too.
Yeah, yeah, I do. Oh, something happened to him. He must have his phone must have died or something. But wow, I really appreciate him. I hope that he definitely comes on and periodically and give us more knowledge because that was great. What do y'all think, ladies, about that one?
That was powerful, Amora.
It was. I saw him down in the comments and I'm just like, something just told me to ask him to come up, you know? And I'm like, hey, Tim, I'm going to drop the link if you don't mind coming up. And he was like, yeah, I'll come up. And I really wanted to hear from a man's point of view how they feel and how they think. And you know what I mean? Like what's really going on. Of course, we listen to our spouses, they say certain things, but I wanted to hear it from a man that has been watching this and knowing what's going on with the both of them.
Yeah, that was really good. He dropped some gems.
Girl, yes, he did. Like
Really did.
he is a real man, is what he is at 37 years old.
Yes, like, I'm telling you, when he said the part about how she was able to like articulate and communicate with him how she feels, and
Hmm.
that was like, okay. But he kept going back to how she felt and how he wanted
Yes.
her to feel and how I
Yes.
love her that much. That was so powerful.
Yes. I don't know why the comments have stopped. Hold on one second. Let me refresh this right quick.
Okay.
I don't know what.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay. Can y'all make a comment or two and let me see if the comments are working now? Because they wasn't working before. I wasn't seeing anything. It was stuck on one comment forever.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. But I didn't know. I just thought, maybe they just really listening and paying attention.
Yeah, I don't see no comments coming in. The
Mm-mm.
last comment I see is I may be able to get my male best friend to come on. That's the only thing I see. What do you see?
The last one that I see is actually when you drop the link. So I guess mine's all the way backed up. I only see when you drop the link. And I see Debbie comment before you drop the link where she says about but your upbringing always stayed in the back of your mind though. After finding God, those morals came back to the forefront. That's the last comment that I can see. Oh, I think they're coming in now, Maura.
Are they? Because I don't see them.
I see one that say I may be able to. Oh no, that's the one that you put up there. Yeah, that's the only one I see. So I don't know what's
Yeah,
going
I
on.
don't know what's going on with the comments, but I mean, I could, you know what? Hold on, let me see if I can read them if I go to the YouTube thing. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Okay, so when I click on the YouTube, I can see the comments.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is strange. I ain't see none of this. Okay,
Yeah.
y'all, I wasn't ignoring y'all. I just didn't see the comments. This is crazy.
Yeah.
It's real crazy. So I see them now, though.
I
I
can't
can
see
definitely see
anything,
it.
but the last thing I see is when you drop the link.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but it's okay though. But yeah, we definitely need to get more men on
Yeah.
here to just speak. You know that thing that Jenny did where she had people call in?
Oh,
I
tomorrow.
feel like setting something up like that to
Yeah, that
have
would be
people
good.
call in.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do it, but I think that that would be great and just
You know what
post
I
it
can't wait
somewhere.
for?
What's
Did
that?
you say your husband is coming on?
No, not my husband. My husband?
Oh, yeah. I thought your husband was coming on. One of
No,
these times. Oh, okay.
my son's supposed to
Oh,
come
your
on,
son. Oh,
and
okay, okay.
my husband's business partner.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. Your husband, business partner. Okay.
Yeah, he's coming on. We talked yesterday. He told me just give him the date. He said just give him a couple of days notice.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna wait till I get back out west, and then we'll set it up for him to come on. And
but
you
that.
know, and I asked him, I said, I'm friends with him and his wife, so I'm an ex-wife, sorry. And I said, well, y'all want to come on together? He was like, well, ask her.
Wow.
So I said, I'm gonna ask her
Yeah, that would be dope.
to see if they can come on together, and maybe she could tell it on her point of view and he could tell it from his point of view.
Yeah,
They're friends though, you know.
that's
They they're friends,
good.
they co-parent, and they don't hate each other.
That's good. But yeah, but Tim was dropping them gems. That's why I had to come up.
Yes.
He was, and what I love so much about Tim though, he wasn't afraid to put himself out there, and he don't know us from
Yes. He
like
didn't he didn't try to pretend like
he
he was
sure didn't.
goody good shoes, and
Mm-mm.
you know how some men, like, you know, who think that they know how to treat women, they're the greatest, and they treat their wives with love, they love their kids, and blah 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 blah. You know, they didn't come up in here and speak their faults and stuff like that, but he literally was like, look, I come from a place of experience because I've been there. I wasn't always the greatest husband out there myself.
Yes.
You know what I
Even
mean?
even said how, yeah, I used to drink, I used to smoke. Like he put himself out there to a bunch of women that he don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
somebody said, I also think that we should cover a domestic violence segment. It disheartens that a lot of people aren't aware of what it is. A lot of people think it's just physical, and it's not.
and you
I
know,
can't see it on the thing, but I can see it on the, I got my cell phone over here. I can see it on the cell phone. Hold on, let me say something. I'm gonna say, hey y'all.
and Amora, do you remember the part when he said um how a lot of stuff that women go through are like slept on, and
Yes,
he even said how I have never heard a man say the things that he said, like take you know the way he said it, when he said
yes,
that there is a lot of abuse that we do to women that's not physical. If
yes,
I would have fell down.
yes, he
I was
did.
wow. I
Yes. He said it, and he said it's like 100 different ways of abuse, you know, from
yeah,
neglect. And then, you know, a lot of people don't think, I mean, it falls in a category though. I'm sure, you know, when Mrs. Dunn came on, and she went over the different, I
yeah,
think she said 9 categories. So I'm sure that each thing that he's talking about falls in a category, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like the neglect, like the, you know, the threatening, the controlling,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Saying, you know, saying stuff like I made you and stuff like that. That's abuse too, you know?
And then I like when he said, like he said he
Oh,
prayed.
you want me to drop the link? I'm sorry. Did y'all want me to drop the link? I don't know why the comments are not there, but
Yeah,
tell me if y'all got that. Did you want me to drop the link? I'm not sure if this is old.
yeah. I see when you dropped the link, Amora, but I
Oh,
still,
did I?
yeah, you just dropped
I
the link.
mean, I just dropped it, but
Yeah,
is that what you wanted? I'm not sure. It's just that I saw, maybe I'm reading the comments. Maybe they're old. I
yeah.
don't know. Because the comments are not coming up here, y'all. I'm not sure why. But did y'all enjoy Tim? Like, yes, we definitely should have definitely a hold on, let me see. Always telling me, okay, hold on, let me see. Always telling me my internet is down, but it can't be if I'm on the internet.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's really weird. Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not sure about these comments, but this midday chat was, you know, it's so funny how we always end up going somewhere where we didn't expect it. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, listen, let me tell you something. I don't go on other people's lives and jump in their comments and start bashing them and this, that, and the other. But it seemed like my lives, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that, but it just seems like my lives are becoming very entertaining and exciting and educational. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All in one because he came over here, and yes,
Yeah.
I did ask him to come up, but this brother just gave us some knowledge.
Yes, he did.
And some of us already knew this, and it may not have come across the right way because we are women.
Yeah.
But something that he said, and I stand 10 toes down with this. The man is the leader in the family.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but guess who takes the heat?
The man.
The leader.
Yeah.
The leader. When you are a leader of anything, when you're the leader, they're coming to you. And let me tell you how it works. Let's just say, let me just paint a picture right quick. If my soldier goes out and do something wrong, guess what's going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to come to me and they're going to say, Captain DJ, were you aware that Sergeant so and so did this? And guess what? I'm going to have to be aware of it, because the first thing that come out of my mouth, if I say, no, I wasn't aware, then that's going to make me look like a failure. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I am responsible to know what's going on with my soldiers.
Yeah.
So they're going to come to me and say, were you aware of this, that, and the other? And I'm going to have to say, yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I was aware. And this is what happened, sir. And this is how we're handling. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This what has already taken place. This what I have in place. Do you understand what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say?
Yes.
I'm going to have to explain what he did.
Mm-hmm.
So this man is the leader of his household. He is responsible. So this online beef is his fault. It is his fault because he should have nipped this in the bud. He should have said, Brianna, we need to take this offline. We are not about to discuss our problems online. Way before this stuff even popped off.
That's true. That's true.
Woo, Lord.
Because the thing about God is, you know, God will, so I think somebody said in the comments earlier, he will convict you.
Yes,
But it's up to us if we, okay, God, what did I do? Because it's like a feel. I don't like that feeling when God convicts you and you be like, okay, God, what did I do? Because my
mhm,
thing is like, okay, God, what did I do? What did I say? Or I'm already repenting before he even gets to that point. I'm like, God, if whatever I said today or did, that wasn't pleasing, please forgive me. I don't want to
right,
I don't want to get in trouble with you. Please forgive me. It might have been something I thought. May have been something I said that I'm not aware of. Please forgive me now. Like
right,
before I go to sleep and throughout today, I'm doing it because the thing is that you don't know. You really don't know. Like when your time is up and you want to make sure that you're always right. Like I try to always live my life is like, okay, I try to live a repentant life because I don't want to get in trouble with God. Like I said, I've been through
right.
that before. It doesn't feel good when you go through a season of him, you know, getting you and you're going through stuff and you're like, okay, God, when are you gonna let this stop? Why am I going through this? And it's like, he's gonna keep you there until you pass the test.
Mhm.
And I don't want to keep repeating the test over. Like, I'm like, okay, God, just help me. I ask God for help every single day. I'm asking for help. And that's why I respect him so much when he said it didn't change for him until, he got in agreements with God.
Right.
He got in agreements with God. God said, I will do this, this, this if you just give me your heart. And that's the thing about God. He wants to help us. And I like when he said, God got us, but do we got him? That thing was
Yes, I love that.
my God. That was
I
so
love that. Yes, I
because
love that.
God loves all of his children. But that don't
Right.
mean that not consequences, because God will look at.
Right.
That's just like with my oldest daughter. We used to go back and forth because I didn't like certain things that she was doing. And it's like God brought that thing down to me. He was like, listen, you just need to show her more love.
Right.
Just you just need to show her more love. Cause I'm like, okay, God, what am I doing? What's going on? I don't like this, this, and this. But the way he broke it down to me is just show her more love. Because love, people don't understand. Love will change a person. Love is such a powerful, it's an action word, but it's very powerful. And if you just lead with love, you know what I'm saying, and always let your heart just do the best that you can. None of us are perfect, but trust
Mm-hmm.
and believe, when you laugh at somebody, when you are doing stuff, God knows the intent behind why you're doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
People can say anything out of their mouth, but God knows the real reason why you're doing it.
Right.
And when they say that circle comes back around, I don't want that circle coming back around on me. I've been there. I don't like it. I don't like the way it feels. And I don't, no. I just want to get up and I want to try to do the best I can. I'm not perfect and I'm not trying to be. But one thing, if I can be an encouragement to anybody, I am going to do that. But when I say that brother got on here and gave us some nuggets from the man
Yes, he did.
perspective,
Yes,
yes,
he
he
did.
did.
Yes, he
And
did. And I appreciate that a lot.
yes, he did. He broke that thing down to,
Yes, he
to,
did.
to the youngest person can understand what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. Yo, yeah, he did. He definitely did. Yeah, I appreciate that. I really do.
Yes. And it's like,
Well, we got. Let me see. What time is it? 3:54.
3:45.
So we got 4 hours, and I want to take a nap before. But this was great. And, I just came on here just to have a midday chat, and we got some knowledge. But I definitely want to hook up with him.
Yes.
Tim, if you hear me, can you send me a message on my Facebook page on the let's talk about it moving on. I'm gonna change the name eventually, but I'm just waiting till they said I gotta wait 60 days. But can you send me a message so I can have your contact info, please? If y'all see him in the comments, because we still can't see comments over here. I'm not sure why. But yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was good, you guys. So I am going to close out on a good note on this one, but y'all do not forget about tonight. I need to recharge my computer. Do not forget about tonight at 8 o'clock. We have two more guests that's coming on to share their story. I think you're going to absolutely enjoy it. So make sure you're there at 7:45. We're gonna start. Thank you, Tim. I see it on my cell phone. Thank you. Just send me a message so we can connect. But listen, we came over here to YouTube. Y'all know we came for one reason, but then God changed that, right? We came to drag people and stuff like that because I just got tired of the YouTube flooding, bashing Brianna. But this thing then changed around. Like this podcast is gonna be great. We're gonna collab with other people and stuff like that. And let's teach people that domestic violence, one, is not only physical, that there's definitely different signs of abuse, and that all domestic violent victims, did I say it right? Domestic violence victims are not the same. They don't all react the same. I'm so tired of people saying she don't move like a domestic violent DV victim. Let's just say DV. She don't move like a DV victim. She don't talk like a DV victim. You know what I mean? Or a DV or whatever. Everybody's not the same.
Amora, I got to say this one thing because I do want you to get some rest before tonight so you can be
Yeah.
fully rested. My
Okay.
brother was with a girl, not the one that I told you about, my baby brother. My baby
Mhm.
brother was with his baby mom for like 13 years.
Mhm.
And he started putting his hands on her. And we didn't know about it until she reached out to me and she told me about it. He used to fight her, call her the B word, all of that. And eventually that girl would fight him back. that girl was, she was scared of him, but she would fight him back.
Mm-hmm.
She would cuss him
Yeah.
out and call him the B. He called her a B. She'll call him a B. And that's
Mm-hmm.
mostly where the fights came from, because when he would start going off on her and caught being disrespectful to her, she started being disrespectful back to him. But he
Right.
didn't like that. So he wanted to put his hands on her when she started calling him the B word or
Mm.
calling him words. He wanted to fight her and they would fight. And you think him putting his hands on her stopped her? She still would call him a B. You shut the F up. And she would know
Right.
that, if talking to him in that way was going to get him riled up and they would
Right.
start fighting. So, of course, as a sister, you're going to tell your brother, you should be putting your hands on her, blah, blah, blah. But it's up to them to listen. You can't make
Right.
them listen. But I didn't get into the situation taking up for him, taking up for her, but I would talk to him from a older sister to a baby brother. You should not be
Mm-hmm.
putting your hands on her because you have daughters. Would you
Right.
try to doing it?
Well, not only because he have daughters,
Just in
like,
general. I would tell him in general,
yeah.
but I tried to break it down where he can understand because I know how protective he was over his kids.
Right, I got you.
Would you want somebody touching your daughter like that? No, you would want to knock their head off. You can't
Right.
put your hands on her, but she was afraid, but she still fought back and she would still be disrespectful to him just like he was to her.
Right, okay.
But
Yes.
so sometimes domestic violence victims will fight back. I know
Yes.
from the church too. I'll talk about that another time because I want you to get some rest. But she used to fight her husband back before her husband got saved. She would be ready because she know when he come home, it's a fight. She would put her kids up and
Oh, wow.
she would have on her clothes and be ready to fight because she know when he came home, it was gonna be a fight. And eventually he got his got right with God and he became the best husband. Like the last years of their marriage was like heaven on earth, but them first 6 or 7 years was hell.
Yeah. I can contest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to end on a good note. This was absolutely fabulous. If you can come back on, Marlene, that would be great. We'll be here tonight at 8.
Yes.
And 7:45, I'll be on, okay? I'm going to
Oh,
get some rest. I'm going to get
yeah.
everything set up. And I'm going to send the link to the two individuals, to the two women that's going to be speaking tonight. Just check your inbox on my either your email or your inbox on Facebook. Is it Facebook? Yeah. Just check and I'll have the link sent to you guys. And all right, because I can't see the comments anyway. So, but thank y'all. And hopefully the comments things don't happen. But please, 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 before you leave out, I don't even know how many people are in here right now. But before you leave out, can you please hit the like button? Thank you
Mhm.
so much. Hit the thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Marlene. I'll see y'all this evening.
All right. Get you some rest, Queen.
I am.
Okay.
Thank y'all.
Bye
See you
bye.
later. Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye.